Reporting. Affirm. Yes, sir. Moving out. Acknowledged. Yes, sir. Moving out. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged.
Upgrade immediately.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, moving out. Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Report. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Okay, the fuck don't know the
Reporting. Acknowledged.
spice here.
Affirmative. Yes, moving out. Report. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Oh, fucking great. Fucking. Can we put it there? I hope I can put it there.
Report. Affirmative. Yes, moving out. Report. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, moving out. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Construction complete. Atreides harvester deployed.
Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Acknowledged. Yes, moving out. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Yes, sir. Moving out. Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Warning, Ordos unit approaching.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving. Reporting. Yes, sir. Infantry out. Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Reporting. Yes, sir. Moving out.
Atreides harvester
Oh,
deployed.
cancel that.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirm. Yes. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged.
There's a shit ton of Dune games.
Yes, sir. Infantry out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they...
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry out.
Oh, no, 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 no,
Reporting.
no, no, no.
Yes, sir.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Affirmative.
I wouldn't be surprised if they do
Affirmative.
a game of the
Reporting.
movie.
Yes, sir. Moving out. Yes,
Nowadays,
moving
they're
out.
not
Yes,
like
sir.
as... Back then, like in the 90s, they needed the movie and the game to like go out at the same time, but nowadays it's fine. They could launch Dune game like 2 years afterwards. Like they could launch a fucking Blade Runner 2049 or whatever the year,
Acknowledged.
like
Reporting.
now, and it would be fine.
Acknowledged.
People wouldn't be like, "Ugh, that movie came out 6 years ago."
Warning. Ordos unit approaching.
And back then also, we wouldn't. I don't know why the publishers or the people in charge really wanted to everything at the same time. Some kind of fucking plan, like
Infantry out. Reporting. Acknowledged.
fucking
Reporting.
chess plan. Checkmate.
Reporting.
Then checkmate the public. They won't have any choice but to play our games or to play this IP.
Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry report. Affirmative.
Just fucking die.
Report. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative.
Atreides harvester deployed. Warning. Worm saw.
Why do I make the harvesters? I thought it was here. Maybe it's this. Or maybe it's this. No. Maybe I need to build a silo.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Ah, didn't I fucking place it?
Radar activated.
Need to build these.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Moving in. Report. Acknowledge. Yes, sir.
Construction complete.
Well, I
Infantry
know
out.
exactly
Report.
where they're
Affirmative.
coming from.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Yes, sir. Infantry out.
It's like Command & Conquer .5, exactly. Yeah,
Ice balloon located.
yeah. This is what they made. They made this, and they were like, "Oh my God, we're gonna make our own IP, and it's gonna be called Command & Conquer."
Complete. Atreides unit
And then
deployed.
Command & Conquer was born.
Affirmative.
That's
Yes, sir.
why Command &
Moving in.
Conquer has a
Report.
Tiberium, Spice Tiberium. It's all the same thing. Yeah, this is kind of a proof of concept or something. Like it's very good, but it was the first RTS, so they actually didn't really know what they were doing. iTech Factory, that would be nice. Heavy Vehicle Factory, that's what I want. Oh, there's a shit ton of stuff I need, but the first I need is more power. More web traps. With the toys. Yeah, it was like the movie, the game, the toys, the merchandise, the hat, the fucking t-shirt, everything, posters, and then a year afterwards, sometimes you would have exception, like on the
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry.
on
yes,
the
sir.
Nintendo
Infantry.
they made
Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
or like on the
Reporting.
Super Nintendo they made the Star Wars game, Star Wars Super Empire Strike Back.
Affirmative.
Way after the fact.
Affirmative.
Of course, it's Star
Report.
Wars.
Acknowledge. Acknowledge. Yes, sir. Infantry out. Yes, sir.
And that was
Infantry
kind
out.
of relaunching the movies, because not long after
Yes, sir.
George Lucas launched the trilogy on theaters.
Orders unit destroyed.
Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Acknowledge.
I said. Know this.
Orders unit destroyed. Construction complete.
Build a bunch of them.
Yes, sir. Infantry. Yes, sir. Infantry. Report. Affirmative. Report. Reporting. Reporting.
Construction complete.
I want to build heavy weapon, heavy vehicles.
Orders unit destroyed.
Maybe I should save. Do you like?
Reporting.
Do you like Dune?
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Yes, sir. Infantry. Yes, sir. Infantry. Report. Acknowledge.
The old one? Do you like the David Lynch Dune?
Orders unit destroyed.
Serious question.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Report. Acknowledge. Yes. Moving out. Yes, sir.
There's no
Moving
wrong
out.
answer. I liked it exactly.
Yes, sir.
Who didn't like that movie? I don't know. I go on the internet and it's like, dude, it was hated maybe by critics. I don't know, but everybody who's seen it like after the 80s, like in the 90s and up,
Warning. Orders
can
unit
definitely
destroyed.
admit that that movie had something. It's weird.
Acknowledge.
Is it the best Dune? The best way to adapt? I don't know.
Report.
It's definitely not
Report.
bad.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry.
Definitely
out.
liked it. Pretty sure I'm gonna like the remake more, but I definitely like the original Dune.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry. Report. Affirmative.
I can say I love it even.
Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry out.
I would be the guy who would say my friends like, you need to watch Dune. And they were like, nah, I don't know. No, watch it. And we would watch it together, and just at the beginning,
Affirmative.
when you see the like the big creature, I can't remember their name.
Affirmative. Report.
It's like, holy shit! Like just that,
Orders unit destroyed.
it captures your imagination.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Even by today's standard, it's
Yes,
over the top and
infantry
really
out.
weird. It doesn't shy away. Whoa!
Orders unit destroyed.
Ah, no, repair.
Reporting.
No,
Acknowledge.
move there. Move.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Move.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes,
Move.
sir. Moving out. Yes, sir.
Move.
Moving out. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry. Acknowledge. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge.
Atreides unit destroyed. Construction complete. Atreides unit deployed.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Yes. Infantry out.
Our base is under attack.
Report. Affirmative.
On old. Oh, okay. No, stop that.
Orders unit destroyed.
Yeah, I won't be able to put it where I want to. Well, maybe I can put it there.
Orders unit destroyed.
Harvester! Oh, now we're gonna shit a bunch of harvesters.
Yes, sir. Moving. Yes, moving out. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Reporting.
Not a big fan of the infantry in the Command and Conquer games, and this game doesn't help.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Because the barrack is not the first thing. Like, look at all the shit I built, and I needed to build all this to just be able to build a second harvester and maybe a third one if everything goes well.
Report. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Hey, Dolphin Prime. We're both based on the book. Yes, everything is based on the book, and the David Lynch one is really close to the book. Very, very close. I'm upon my second reading of the book. It's one of my favorite books. It's a good book. It's not like 2001 or even Lord of the Rings. It's not that like heavy. It's really a fine read. And they don't really go too much into the lore or into description, or it's a surface story. It's a story about the people. It's a character's story. It's a character study. The events are like grandiose and like the houses and the planet and the spice and all that, but they don't go there. It's there. It's the world around, but they don't really like spend like 20 fucking pages explaining how everything works, which I really appreciate. If you read a lot of books, it may not be particularly noteworthy because it's not like so different. But I really like the sci-fi in it, and it's one of my favorite sci-fi stories because it's very political. It's about the humans or about like the creatures, whatever. They all seem to be descendant of humans. Even the Fremen seem to be hinted that they're not like of course they're not an original species. When I was watching the movie when I was young, I was like, oh, so there are another fucking movies where all the aliens are humans. Like, oh, there's a native inhabitant of Dune, of Atreides. They're called the Fremen, and when we see the Fremen, they're just white dudes, you know. But it's kind of not really explained that much in the book, but it is hinted that that it's just a previous race, like it's just us that went to Atreides, and then we might have tried to colonize it, and it kind of didn't work. We kind of abandoned it. Like, we, the government or the people or the culture, abandoned that. Doesn't mean that there wasn't any survivors on the planet and they didn't decide to go on and do their own thing. And then when we eventually come back 100, 200, 1,000 years later, they don't know that we're the same, you know? It's very weird. But it is very close to our history also. Hey Base, how's it going? His son's book filled in a bunch of the story. Yeah. Yesterday I learned Ferengi is the Turkish word for Frank. Ferengi, okay. I'm not really I was into the lore when I was young, and as I grew older I realized that going too deep into the lore and scratching all that and peeling the onion peels, eventually you end up with no onion. You end up with like, it's just not that interesting to go too deep into the lore because you'll find flaws. Nothing is really, many things are not explained, are not meant to be explained. Frank Herbert, the guy who wrote this, he didn't care about the lore. It was like, I want people to read this and make their own Dune world in their mind. Of course, he made a second book because people asked for it and they really, really wanted the second book. So I was like, okay, I'm going to make a second book. And then he made a third book. I think that's it. He made 3 books or something like that. But I think his son like continued on. At this point, I feel it's just cash grab of the IP. It's just people love Dune, so they should just make more Dune. But by introducing and making all the lore canon, I think he goes against his father's wishes and against his father's vision, which was, this is not a definitive work. Like, this is my interpretation of the story. You're gonna read it, you're gonna have your interpretation of the story. And there's even like a recording on YouTube that's available. It's almost a podcast, like an interview, about an hour, 2 hour. They talk about many things. One guy, I don't know his name, interviews Frank, and he's at that point he's finished writing the second book, and he's talking about his vision and why he wrote it and all that. Super interesting. He made 6, his son made 14 or 15. Yeah. I'm not a big fan of his son because he's the guy who kind of killed the IP. Denis Villeneuve said he wasn't very good relationship with Brian. Good for him, but I particularly do not like Brian, and I think that the only reason that fucking Brian likes Denis Villeneuve is because that Denis Villeneuve proved that he was someone and that he has a vision. And yeah, he's not like he doesn't want to make Dune a product. And many people approached the Herbert estate to revive the IP franchise, and they were met like, oh, those old games, they're old, they shouldn't the response was like, Dune, the old stuff should stay the old stuff, something like that. It was the dumbest fucking thing, and you're like, okay, so you're not interested in like making a legacy of your father's work? It's just like, oh my god, whatever. It's all about the money, and it really pisses me off.
Report, acknowledged. Yes, sir. Infantry, yes, sir. Infantry, reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Or maybe Brian doesn't
yes,
want that because he thinks that
yes, sir.
Dune will just become like a dumb IP, but Dune is not Star Wars, and Dune is not even Star Trek. Dune has been treated with respect in everything. It's not like a garbage IP. It's not Predator. It's not Alien. It's not Terminator, you know? And with the new movie, they're actually proving that it's not a garbage IP. Some IPs are now garbage. So did we get our second? Yeah, we got our second. We want another one. We want another one. Let's repair everything.
Warning, Ordos unit approaching.
I guess we still have Blade Runner and Dune as not garbage IPs, and it's all because of fucking Denis Villeneuve. Long live French Canadian! We know we have a great array of directors here that you will never see because they only make movies in French. Denis Villeneuve is just one guy. Actually, didn't even know Denis Villeneuve before he made. The first movie I saw of him was Incendie, I think. I think that's the name of the movie. With, and I think it's the name in English also. With a bunch of known actors. You might have seen it. Like, it's an English movie. It's not a French movie. I don't know if he made any French movies. Maybe. I think he did. What are his first? He comes from Trois-Rivières? My god! He's only 13 years older than me. 12 years old. IMDb. Filmography. Director. Yeah, his first movies are nothing. What? He made a bunch of like no movies, like little tiny movies. No, I didn't see Incendie. Prisoners. Oh, he made Enemy. Yeah. Prisoners, Enemy, Arrival, and Blade Runner 2049. These 4 movies are so good. I've never seen Incendie. It's supposed to be good, but I think it's only in French. But Prisoners is his first try at Hollywood cinema, and it's great. It's with fucking what the fuck is wrong with my phone? Oh my god! Is IMDb photo is like the artist with the fucking scarf and all. Oh my god! I despise that look. Why the fuck would you run around with a scarf when you're directing movies? You'll be sweating your ass off. What the fuck? Yeah, Prisoners is with Heath Ledger and what's his fucking name? Hugh Jackman, Jake Gyllenhaal, not Hugh Ledger, Jake Gyllenhaal. Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, Arts Beret. There's so much sci-fi out there. Yeah, but how many good sci-fi movies? Like, how many landmark great sci-fi movies are they? They're not that many. Like when I went, I did the exercise to go on the Internet Movie Database and check like the top 20 sci-fi movies, and it was there was nothing there. Like nothing. Fucking Marvel movies were there, and you're like, okay, I guess, yeah, whatever. Like, of course, there's 2001, there's Blade Runners, there's like Alien, Terminator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting.
Like more recently, there's movies that I really love, like Deus Ex, Ex Machina.
Infantry out. Reporting. Affirmative.
Like I think Gattaca was there, but it was like number like 20 something.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
But that's pretty much it. Can you name others? Like I named pretty much all of them. That should be possible. The Incredible Planet? No, I don't know that movie. There's not many really genuinely good that have aged well, because sci-fi is a genre that it's difficult sometimes to make it age well. Okay, you have enough. Repair construction first. Okay, let's do this then. Like, they'll age very rapidly. Sci-fi. Oh wow, we have a bunch of new stuff here. Cannon turrets, repair facilities, and high-tech factory. We all got that. Let's build this high-tech.
Reporting.
Can I destroy this? That's there. I'm fucked.
Yes, sir. Infantry. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge.
Orders unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes. Moving. Yes, sir. Moving out. Reporting. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Moving out.
I really don't like the build a unit, spend your money, then decide where you're gonna put it. Should decide where to put it and then build it, right? What, you're building it in the factory? You're building the thing in the back of the factory and then you ship it outside the factory and then...
Reporting.
And Command & Conquer decide to continue on that tangent. That still made no sense. This is the first RTS, so of course they're gonna make some mistakes. What's the power? Oh, we're good. I'll have to put it there, I think.
Warning.
No, some of the things... Hey, Applejack, how's it going, man? Yeah, some of the things you do order, but no, not this. We're actually building it here. Yeah, whatever. Ah, yeah. I thought so. Stuff will come out of this, so... And I don't like the fact that you cannot pass through these, you have to go around.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Yeah, I'm sorry that like Warcraft actually took this
Atreides
and I think did a better version of it that Command & Conquer should have emulated, but instead they said no, 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 no. We're gonna continue on. Like even after Red Alert, Command & Conquer 2, they always kept the same. I guess they said we're gonna be different.
Yes, sir. Infantry out.
Orders unit destroyed.
Whoops, I think I killed my own unit. Oh no, 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 cancel, cancel. Repair? That's kind of cool, repairing stuff. Look at the hugeness of this. I'll put it there, I guess.
Reporting.
Orders unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Ignite. Yes. Moving out. Ignite. Yes. Moving out. Yes, sir. Moving. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Report. Ignite. Reporting. Ignite. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry. Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Infantry. Yes, sir. Infantry out.
Atreides unit destroyed.
Okay, so all-purpose carry-all. Okay.
Construction complete. Atreides unit destroyed. Orders unit destroyed.
Ignite. Yes. Infantry out. Infantry out. Report. Acknowledged.
Orders unit destroyed. Construction complete. Atreides unit deployed. Atreides harvester deployed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Does it work?
Construction complete. Atreides unit deployed. Construction complete. Atreides unit launched.
Oh. Okay.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Nice.
Report. Acknowledged. Reporting. Reporting.
Okay, let's build a turret like somewhere around here.
Atreides vehicle
Especially if you
repaired.
speak French, we need to call it Fantastic Planet. Yeah, I know what you're talking about, the Forbidden Planet. It's actually an English movie. If that's what you're talking about. Forbidden Planet, it's okay. It's like 1960s, 56. It's with fucking Leslie Nielsen from Naked Gun, believe it or not. 96% on Rotten Tomatoes, but I couldn't really enjoy that movie. It's way too old. It just doesn't work, you know. Like when you have to go to fucking 56 to get like a number 10 on your top 10 best sci-fi movies, imagine making a top 10 of the best action movies or the best comedies. It would be the easiest thing in the world. You know how many fucking good comedies there are? Good action movies or good adventure movies there are? Drama movies? There's so many! But sci-fi movies? Even horror movies. There's a shit ton of really good horror movies. Like classic.
Report. Affirmative.
But sci-fi, it's like 2001, Blade Runner, Terminator, Alien, Gattaca, Dune, and then maybe a couple of animes in there. I would put the Ghost in the Shell and the Kiro in there maybe. But yeah, apart of that, like really classic of classics.
Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Our base is under attack.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Place it. Let's place it here, I guess.
Reporting.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledge. Report. Acknowledge.
Oh man, we're gonna build a shit ton of turrets, my fuckers.
Affirmative. Yes. Infantry.
You
out.
won't believe it.
Reporting. Affirmative. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge.
Oh
Ordos
my.
unit destroyed. Atreides
Oh, okay.
Atreides unit destroyed. Atreides unit destroyed. Ordos unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Was it this? No, we lost the Epi factory.
Warning. Ordos unit approaching.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Okay. Are you a stickler or drawing distinction between sci-fi and fantasy, where Star Wars and Dune for you? Oh, Dune is sci-fi, pure sci-fi. Dune has not much to do with fantasy, even though there's like telepathy and all that stuff. Star Wars is an adventure. It's not about the sci-fi. Even if it's science fiction, that's not the main theme of Star Wars. Star Wars is about adventure and exploring. It's not about like the themes of science fiction, you know. It's French, like Pink Floyd was the crude mass appeal version. It's called La Planète Sauvage. Oh, okay. No, I don't think I know that movie. Planète. Even in the fantasy, that's even worse, I think. How many fucking really great fantasy movies do we have? Lord of the Rings? Fantastic Planet? 73? Oh, it's a cartoon? On a faraway planet where blue giants rule, oppressed humanoids rebel against their machine-like leaders. Oh, okay. What the fuck? Let's look at the trailer. Okay. Decided to... Oh... I may have seen this. I don't think it's Blade Runner material though. Guys, come on. Come on! I think of science as being a sort of logical progression of current science. I'm not sure I'd put Dune there. It's getting technical. If you read Dune, it's definitely that. Even Frank Herbert was actually like seeing, he was actually taking what we had, our world, and was like extrapolating what will become of our world if we continue in that direction. At first, Dune was supposed to be on Mars, but then he decided to put it on another planet. But he was fascinated by the dunes in deserts, and he was really he was fascinated by ecology. It was actually a new thing back in the 60s. And he talks about ecology like almost differently than the way we talk about it. It's weird. Yeah, if you watch the movie, it looks more like science fiction with fantasy because of like it's very cerebral and the spice makes you. But like it's all science, dude. Like there's a lot of drugs here that kind of do what the spice does. The spice mutates you. There's nothing far-fetched there. Like it's all based upon things that exist. There's a little bit of esotericism in there, but it's not the main thing in Dune. Dune is all about the characters and the political and planetary situation, like the way the planets are kind of used as, like Dune is kind of used as a commodity, and the people that are there are kind of just annoying, you know. The Fremen are just annoying. If they could just wipe out the Fremen by a push of a button, they would. And it's so complicated because the Space Guild needs the spice, so they actually need Dune to be efficient. The Emperor has a fucking debt of I don't know how much, but he's indebted like very much so unto the Space Guild. So, and he's actually in control of Dune, so he actually wants to, like, there's the whole fucking power struggle. It's power, you know, that like that kind of blanket of power. Everything's tugging on their corner, and and Paul is like wants to see it in another view and kind of like transcends human, and he becomes the first like superhuman. Anyway, it's really good. I really love the story about Dune because I like esoteric stuff. I like science and I like down to earth stuff. I'm a science guy, but I'm very fascinated by all paranormal stuff. But top 3 has to be Space Odyssey. Space Odyssey. Oh, you mean 2001? Yeah, 2001. That's what I'm saying. It's all the same fuck. It's always the same movies that we run around, you know? That's just weird. And even though I like the Star Trek movies, would you put one of the Star Trek movies as the best or one of the best science fiction movies ever? I wouldn't. As the best science fiction movie, I would have to say it's 2001, or it's Blade Runner, or it's Terminator, Alien. It's pretty much 2001, you know. It's not like, I don't know. I don't think it's debatable that much. I would say Alien, but most people say no, Alien isn't that good. But I think Alien is one of the best movies ever. But that's just me. I think telepathy is real. I've experienced it many times. There you go. Fantasy is all about magic and usually not about planets. Planes, maybe like infernal. You know, essentially, it always connects. It always like, oh, but fantasy is all about magic. But planes of existence, that's also magic. But in science, there's also planes can also exist. You know, so where does the draw line? Famous quote. Great, great technology, like a very advanced technology would look undistinguishable from magic. So that's where I don't really care about the distinction. Like, you could, I don't really care. But sci-fi is sci-fi and fantasy is fantasy. Conan is fantasy. Lord of the Rings is fantasy. Okay? Star Wars is fantasy more than sci-fi. Just because of the way they interpret the story. Star Wars is all about an adventure. It's all about the world. It's a fucking fantasy movie. Blade Runner or 2001 is about the advancement of human. It's human interacting with technology. It's human creating new technology. It's human going places on planets and encountering creatures or beings that you've never encountered. It's human encountering the unknown. It's different. It's very different. Oh, Close Encounters, yeah, I guess. But even then, as a best sci-fi movie, it's never on any list, and the last time I saw it, I was pretty underwhelmed. It's a good movie, but it's long and tedious. I think I tried watching it with the kids, and they were just, at 20 minutes in, they were turned off completely. Not saying that it means anything, but...
Reporting.
Like, if I was also bored. It's a good old movie. I don't think it transcended time. I've never hear anybody talk about that movie nowadays.
Reporting.
People still talk about Dune, even before the new movie. Dune was still very much talked about. Same with Blade Runner before the sequel came out.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Same with Alien, same with Terminator, same with the other ones I was talking about, like 2001.
Autos unit destroyed.
But even Gattaca, which I think is really fucking top sci-fi, people don't talk about Gattaca. Gattaca came and went, like 10 years after. People have forgotten about it.
Reporting. Affirmative.
I never hear anybody mention that. Arrival is another one of Denis Villeneuve's creation. I don't know, it might be from a book,
Autos unit destroyed.
but that's actually one of the best sci-fi stories ever.
Reporting.
I guess Interstellar is pretty good also.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Again, Interstellar sometimes goes into the very much, fuck the science.
Acknowledge.
This is all about emotions
Destroyed.
and
Affirmative.
Autos unit destroyed.
and almost magic and religion, almost spirituality and stuff like that. Not that you can't have spirituality in your. Oh, if you've ever seen Solaris, that's a pretty good sci-fi movie, and that's a Russian movie,
Acknowledge. Reporting.
the original one, and that one is pretty spiritual for a sci-fi movie. It's from the 70s. So of course in the 70s, in your sci-fi, you would have, most of the time you would have religion, which is something that
Reporting.
nowadays we
Acknowledge.
tend to not put in our sci-fi.
Acknowledge. Reporting.
Dune is sci-fi. Dune is a lot about religion. There's a lot of religion
Acknowledge. Reporting.
in Dunes. There's a lot of different religions and different practices, different schools of thoughts. Of course, as we go further into the future, there's going to be more and more school of thoughts. Our thoughts will divide even more. Some humans will be really pro-liberty and pro-chaos. Some other humans will be very much pro order and like a more maybe fascist or more orderly society, you know. The Warm Dog Shit Council could sue you for libel based on that remark. Michael Christian Sphere, which again I said to Base that I wanted to watch that movie again, and now that you mentioned it, I'm just gonna write it down right here, and I'm gonna watch it soon-ish. I need to watch it again. I don't remember liking it. It's 6.1 on IMDb, which is usually the mark of a somewhat good movie. Doesn't mean it's like the best of the best. A lot of the good sci-fi is derived from Michael Christian. Oh, Andromeda Strain is a really good sci-fi movie. I wouldn't say it's like the best of the best.
Warning. Autos unit approaching.
Oh my god, I have a shit ton of money. Oh yeah, we have to start repairing them immediately as soon as I put them down.
Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledge.
I should put my units behind the turrets. So they're all coming from... Oh! Why do we see this now? Good to know. Let's take one guy like this and just bring him down there.
Affirmative.
We were saying the movie is crap, the book is excellent. Yeah, that's... I know. I know. I've never seen the book. I never read the book.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting.
I was saying that I can't remember the movie, but I don't remember it being that bad. I remember not liking the ending. I really disliked the ending. Where's my guy? Is he coming?
Reporting. Affirmative.
Autos unit destroyed.
Reporting.
Who's damaged?
Reporting. Reporting.
Wow.
Reporting.
Autos unit destroyed.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Yeah, we need to send some scouts. Oh my god. Oh!
Radar deactivated.
Really? This is a good
Construction
game.
Complete. Atreides unit deployed.
Hey man, I really want to become famous. Hey, SC Vendetta, I want to become famous. Please help me.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Can you follow my channel? It would really help me become famous. Can you give me a sub on top of that? That would really help.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Radar activated.
Hey, I'm talking to you, SC Vendetta. What are you doing?
Construction complete. Atreides unit deployed.
When you look at the actual history, the records of dinosaur fossil discovery is extremely suspect. Christian was definitely an agent of the system. An agent of the system.
Approaching.
Okay, Christian was a good author. I read Jurassic Park at around the same time as Forrest Gump, the book. I think Forrest Gump might have been better. Never read Forrest Gump. I did read Jurassic Park just after the movie. I respect authors that don't do that and succeed anyways far more. Oh yeah, you have to go deeper in there, Dolphin. When you look into the actual history, the records of dinosaur fossil discovery is extremely suspect. Okay, maybe. I've never dug into that. Christian was definitely an agent of the system. Oh, that I want information on that. Can you develop that idea? Not trying to dispute or find flaws in any aspect of it, but working in concert with the agenda. What is the agenda? Please, can you remind me what the agenda is? I forgot.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
In the US, we pronounce his name Crichton. Oh, okay, I guess. Yeah, Michael Crichton? It's fucking Christian, okay?
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Well, in Canada... No! You know what? I disagree with what you're saying. I think that most people that are honest with themselves will agree that the US pronounces things
Reporting.
however they want.
Acknowledged. Reporting.
No? Am I wrong?
Destroyed.
Acknowledged. Report. Report. Affirmative. Report. Report. Report.
No, that's not a guy.
Those unit destroyed.
Man, the repairing is so fast, it's just impossible. It's so... Look at that! Look at that! The repairing. Holy shit! It's repaired! You click on repair and you don't even have to think about it. That's definitely something they changed in CN. It had to change. That is not... That's not how you do it. No, I don't want to build this. I still want to know I still want to know about the agenda. Okay. I respect other artists more if they've had to struggle, or if they basically had their careers ended to them. If dinosaurs didn't exist, then part of the agenda is to convince people they did. So you're saying dinosaurs didn't exist? Holy shit. Really? And I'm the kind of guy that I'm not sure we went to fucking the moon, okay? I think we did. There's a higher chance we did. But I don't know. Again, there's suspect things about that too. There's suspect things about many things in our world. But I wouldn't say as far as going like flat earth or no dinosaur, because
Those unit destroyed.
that's a lot. Maybe mistaken about the years of the dinosaur, maybe the way they work, their intelligence. Definitely, I would go there. But that they did not exist? Dude,
Construction.
that's a shit ton of fossil you're talking about. Everywhere on Earth. That's like legit physical proof. We're not talking about proof of God or anything. We're just thinking about digging and finding stuff. Like, I think the pyramids and Egyptian culture is way more mysterious than the dinosaur. I think there's way more things that we don't know about the Egyptian culture and the way, especially the way they constructed the pyramids. If you go deep in that, you'll realize that the construction of the pyramids is so precise, especially even for today, but even for that day and age, it's just inconceivable that they were able to put it so precisely in alignment with the other ones, with the Orion Belt, the dimensions of it, of all the fucking stones, the way they transported those stones. Of course, they couldn't just take the stones that were right there. They had to take stones that were down the fucking Nile River. I don't know how many fucking miles, but very far. Bring those things. It's just fucking crazy. Why? Do you realize, like, there must be... Of course, they believed in things that were bigger than us or whatever, if they were real or not. But the energy, you're a culture, a civilization that lives in the fucking desert, and you're gonna spend that much energy to build things that serve no fucking purpose whatsoever. Do you realize that instead of building that fucking giant triangle, they could have built a city? Like, they built a city, but they could have built a better city, bigger cities. It makes no fucking sense. There's definitely something that we don't know here. There's something we either don't understand, or some people understand and they can't talk about it for multiple reasons. Not necessarily like Illuminati, but it might just be like the reason that they stopped. The government of Egypt kind of stopped archaeological research around the pyramids because of their culture and because of their religion. It's kind of sacrilegious. They're actually digging. The Egyptians are like, okay, we're gonna put our king inside or under this huge pyramid so that nobody will fuck with them. Fast forward 2,000 years in the future, we're gonna dig that fucking king. You know, it's perfectly natural for them to be like, no, stop it. This is not okay. They did that for a reason. Maybe we should respect that. But at the same time, my scientific view is like, we should dig because we should find out exactly what happened. We should find out exactly why things happen in the world. I have to keep up with chat. It's very possible they didn't. It's very possible we didn't do that either. I suppose you're talking about the moon thing. Those fossils are reptiles, sentient superior race. Calcium is a mineral that can be molded and reshaped. Yes, but that doesn't mean anything. It's not because you can do that. There's a system of peer review. You can buy it or not, but unless you are planning to go digging yourself, what's the point? Often entire animals are projected from one tiny piece of bone that could very well belong to any other animal. Scientific peer review is a control venue, open to influence from corruption. It's not inherently valid. I'm just saying, if you really look into how and where the dinosaurs have been discovered, it's extremely suspect. Anything is possible with endless amount of expendable labor. Endless amount of expendable labor, but again, why would they do that? Why would they not use those slaves, if they were slaves, to help them? Why would they not use a slave to do manual tasks like building schools, helping moving people around the city? You know what? No, we're gonna take all these slaves, which I do not believe they were, and we're gonna build the pyramids. I don't believe they were slaves. Things seem to point out that they were not slaves, and maybe in our view, 2,000, 3,000 years in the future, we look at that and we're like, slavery! If the Egyptian government decides to... Like, it's like our government would decide to take everybody that's homeless and would tell everybody that's homeless, okay, we'll feed you, we'll give you all you need, but you'll build that giant fucking pyramid for us. Is that slavery? Because I think that's essentially how the slave was working in the Egyptian time. I like your views, Dolphin Prime. By the way, I'm not shooting you down. I respect your opinion, and I very much very much respect the fact that you're one of the only ones who open like that in the chat. Because even if I'm like, guys, give me your conspiracies and let's talk about aliens and whatever, it's fucking crickets. So I'm happy that you're like, science is corrupted. And yeah, I do believe that nowadays science is more like a religion than an actual. People are like, it's science. Like, oh, if flat Earth, like, there's no flat Earth. It's planets because science. No. That's not how it works. Not because science. That's like just because God. That's you're a fucking cultist right now if you're saying that. No, okay. We think, and there's like a huge amount of proof that the Earth is round and there's planets and blah blah blah. And that's, again, many of that is still to this day theories that we as a culture have decided that, okay, there's a high probability that that's true, so let's run with it. And it works, you know? It's like fucking Einstein built some theories how many years ago? And right now we're actually taking his theories and being able to reproduce them and being like, holy shit, he was fucking right. People were saying he's fucking crazy because back then Einstein was like, but, and the rest of the scientific community was like, no, again, kind of as a religion thing. It's, you have a clique of person, you have a gang of people that have established how the world works, and then you have somebody that comes out of the blue and says, hey guys, well, have you thought about blah 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 blah, and then it kind of fucks up with the primal idea. They're not gonna, it's human instinct to be like, I don't like you, it's different, it's not what I thought, and it's not what we thought. We thought about this for 50 years, for thousands of years at this point. Like what we built, the science we've built upon has been built upon for like maybe 1,000, 2,000 years, a little more, because as you go further in the past, like that old information is pretty much lost. All those libraries of books that have been burned, there's a lot of knowledge there that I think we're maybe more advanced than what we have right now, or maybe more in the like kind of parallel way, not exactly in our way of thinking, but maybe in another way, but we'll never know because all these books have been burned. But it's pretty frustrating. I'm against book burning. I'm against censoring. I'm against all these fucking shit. Well, I've had some crazy dreams, but those won't convince anyone. No. There's only one person that those will convince. I'd say that presence of pyramids on several separate continents built by different people doesn't make sense either. Yes, you are correct, Applejack. That doesn't stop to pyramids. Many things are kind of separated by vast oceans and have essentially the same philosophical ideas and the same philosophical or mythical creatures like the dragons. Like you have like dragons in Orient, you have the dragons in Middle Age. Pretty sure there are fucking dragons in India and all that, and the pyramids everywhere. Of course, if you have kids, you'll realize that when he starts building stuff, he also realized that building a pyramid is kind of cool. It's solid. You can't tip it over. You know, pyramids are kind of intelligent design. So just to say that because there's a pyramid there and there's a pyramid there and these two cultures have supposedly never communicated between each other doesn't really mean shit. If those pyramids were identical, you know, maybe. Like one thing that I think is kind of louche, I don't know how to say that in English, kind of weird, is the way that there's pyramids on Mars and they are very similar to the pyramids here, especially in terms of the ratios, like the distances between them, the face on Mars and all that stuff. The face on Mars could just be a fucking bunch of mountains that look like a face. But aside from the face on Mars, just beside it, there's a bunch of the Sidonia fucking spot. It's pretty interesting if you really deep dive. I don't know how much it's difficult to nowadays because of the like YouTube purge, but there was a time that was pretty easy to get all that information in one like 20-minute video. Of course, if you see a 20-minute video that says that the Earth is flat or anything like that, that there's alien on Mars, or that like those distances, or like I said, that the Orion, like the constellation of Orion and the way the Pyramid of Giza are aligned are perfect, just look it up. I'm not just spewing shit here. It's something that I researched way back then, and unless all the information that the source that I had was bullshit, and like, that's still a fact. But yeah, when you look at all these things, like, dig deeper. So I hope that when Dolphin sees something on the internet, he just doesn't take it as a fact. So all these suspect things about dinosaur, because I read a lot about dinosaur when I was in high school and further up until like internet age. When the internet came over, I just switched to ROMs and and retro gaming and stuff like that, and porn. I was kind of 18, 19 when the internet really came about, 98, 99. But I don't know, the dinosaurs seem to be pretty legit. And the way that the evolving theories of Michael Crichton kind of works almost better than the other theories. Because I think the dinosaurs themselves are not that mysterious. I think what's mysterious is the way they died. Or maybe that's all part of the conspiracy and that's what you're saying. I guess there's skull. People are trying to determine if they're real, they're humanoid, but shaped differently. It might be a hoax. Because they were built by humans. Giant stone structures are there and modern people could not build. There's never been a period in modern history, the last 12,000 years, as far back as we can think of to record, that we built with giant 100-ton stones. That is the era of modern man, and something had to have come before, but we don't know that. Why would it be that hard? The Egyptians weren't excellent astronomers and engineers? Yes, they were, but it's still very hard. Like when I did my research in '99, scientists around the world said that they tried to rebuild things that look like the pyramids and were not able to be as precise. Because even with our construction, when we built something and we go like this is an inch and then we'll go all the way there and then that'll be like, I don't know, like 200 foot by 200 foot by 400 foot and blah blah blah. There's always fucking mistakes, dude. My two brothers work in construction and it's all about arranging it for it to fit. Wasn't there a shit that they built two bridges and when they came to connect, the bridges were like this? And that's like modern age. So you're saying, the fact that we couldn't do it nowadays doesn't mean that, yeah, well, it's kind of weird that they were able to do it back then and we're not even able to do it right now with like laser technology and GPSs and stuff like that. It makes no fucking sense. Makes no fucking sense. I still believe that either the pyramids were older than we think they are, or somebody else built it, or I just don't know. I don't know. If I had the answer, somebody had the answer, they would just shit it out. Nobody has the answer. That's why it's still a mystery. And if I was an advanced species or an old species and I want to leave something in a kind of time capsule or on a planet that sometime the creatures would have evolved enough to be like, what the fuck is that thing? Who made that? Maybe we should look inside. Maybe we should dig under it and see what's in there. No, it would make kind of sense that it's a big time capsule. That's kind of my theory. I'm not saying it's that, but I'm not saying it's alien, but it's aliens. I had read a really good article on that's like again way back when there was no fucking things conspiracy. Of course, there wasn't clickbait, but of course people wanted to read your article, so of course you're gonna talk about something that people would be like, "Ooh, what the fuck is that?" But it said that it looked like the Sphinx was actually something else before, but they kind of have to rearrange it all the time because when you look at the Sphinx, the proportional all over the place. Yes, that's this huge fucking body that is not a cat or anything. It's almost like a big slab, essentially. And then you have the head with the giant fucking thing, and the face is kind of smaller. Nothing fits when you look at the Sphinx. It really looks like there was another face, and they kind of wrap it up and they put the human face in there. It really looks like that. Let's look it up. Just see if I really... I haven't seen the Sphinx image in a while. But I was really obsessed with the pyramids when I was young. As you can see, it's still there. Well, Google Images. Yeah, look at the... It doesn't make it. The proportions are all over the place. The tiny head, fucking huge body, even the supposed front legs are so fucking huge. They go all the... Why are they so long? What the fuck is that supposed to be? A cat? Nah. No. When you look at it and you look at modern like our buildings and the way we built on top of stuff, when I look at it right now, it looks like one civilization made the body, another civilization made the thing in front, another civilization made a head, another civilization kind of modified the head. You know, it looks like 1,000 years later they made something, 1,000 years later they made another thing. Here is what it's supposed to be. I kind of have an image here. This, I guess, is what it's supposed to be like. But does it really look like that? And even that, why is the head so small? My cat doesn't have a small head like that. Why is the head so fucking small? It's not small if you include the things here. But again, if the things here were the head at first, you know, and they kind of removed it. Maybe it was an alien face. We'll never know. Maybe one day we'll know, though. Maybe one day we'll have technology, we'll have advanced so much in technology that we'll be able to kind of see the past. I don't know. I think it's possible. Not to modify it, but maybe look into the past. Anyways. We were playing what then? It does blow my mind that we're Greek thousands of years ago that could kick my ass at math. Actually, I would be highly suspect how aligned it would still be if it were originally was aligned 5,000 years ago. Considering the Earth and our relative position to stars that moved. It's almost like they made it so that when in 2000 everything would align. So if they did that, it's even like more impossible. But I don't think that 1,000 years is enough for stars to move in the sky, and they're so far away that even if there is movement, I think we're so far that it's kind of, it doesn't really matter. They're still there, you know. I think the dinosaur myth fills a specific purpose. Dude, you're actually the first person I ever talked to that says the dinosaur myth. I've seen people talk in the chat about the mermaid man or something. Were you there? That we're descended from mermaid and of course Atlantis and all that stuff. Of course people talked about aliens and then Illuminati, but never the dinosaur. Yeah, I think the thing that blew my mind was that all these old statue monuments were painted at one point and the pyramid's top was covered in gold. No. The entire pyramid was covered in gold. The entire fucking thing was gold plated. It was actually smooth. Like nowadays, it's like this. You know, it's like this because they had put some gold plating on it, so it was like Dude, 2,000 years ago, the pyramid looked like a fucking science fiction, like modern piece of art. Oh, I'm sure we can find some images of it. What would the pyramid... No, what did the pyramid look like 2,000 years ago? Oh, okay. No, this... Okay, maybe you're right. Oh, on this thing, it's only the top that's gold. The other thing, it's still smooth, though. It's kind of like this. Reflective white. Okay. Yeah, because as you can see, the top is still good in terms of compared to the rest. Ah, man, it looks so shitty now. Wow. But again, it's like, how many years has that been there? Like, it's possible that they just like they remastered it. You know, maybe the Egyptian just remastered it. Because imagine you're in Egyptian culture, and maybe you wander this desert. Maybe you come from somewhere else. Maybe you come from like the jungle or something, and then for some reason you're pushed into the desert. That also doesn't really... Why would they live in the desert when there was... I guess the Nile, like near the Nile, it wasn't really as desertic as it is right now back then. Yeah, it must have been more jungly type. Not farther out, but near the river. I say river, but it's not a river. It's but it's the river Nile. It's a fleuve. What is fleuve in English? It's way bigger than a fucking river. Anyways, but imagine looking at that back then, like not being awe at like the. I guess now I understand why you will build this. Because if you build this, your civilization, your people will see you as they will have no choice but to see you as a god, as this is okay. This is like another level. This is our city. This is my house. This is something else. Like even by today's standard, we don't have something that is so profoundly more advanced than our city. There's nothing. Like even Dubai would be the closest thing. There's some couple of buildings in Dubai that you're like, holy shit, that's fucking awesome. But the difference between like the low life and the high life, fucking the Egyptian, they were cyberpunk. It's high tech low life. I'm telling you. I'll have to take a break. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sure some people are like, play fucking Dune, motherfucker! If you want me to play Dune, never hesitate to tell me in chat, huh? There's a road to the pyramids called the Avenue of the Dead. It looks design-wise, to me anyway, like a giant guitar fret. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah, each time I see it, it looks like you're right. But that's a modern thing. I don't think back then there might be a road back then, but I'm not sure it would have looked like that. It looks like that because of it's fucking roads with the lines and all. So this is where you can also apply political history. So where were the Egyptians in their power line when they were building various monuments? Did they get finished or not? Did they get attacked and could put a gold top on it? Nothing. They didn't have any. Nobody was attacked. Maybe that's why they went there, because they wanted to have peace and quiet. Why is my camera's kind of weird? I'm looking at it. Sometimes it goes into like low frame mode or something. No, at least when they built the Pyramid of Gizeh, it was like the the height of the Egyptian. They had everything. They even had an army. So at this point, if somebody would have tagged them, they would have been like, fuck you. Would you attack a civilization that has a monument that is bigger than your entire city? You're from somewhere else. I'd be fucking afraid. I would shit my pants. I'd be like, what the fuck? These dudes are way more advanced than us. Even though they might not be, they look like just because of that. Maybe it was just to show people. It was showmanship. River Delta. No, but it's a fleuve. Oh, fleuve, it's river in English. Okay, well, here we have rivière, and I thought that rivière was river because rivière, river, rivière. But no, what is fucking rivière in English? Une rivière, a river. So, okay. So here we have fleuve and rivière, which is different. I can actually go with a boat and just cross a river. I could do that with the river. It's a little more difficult. If a sphinx was really a cat, not Anubis, a dog, where are the claws? Where's the fucking head? Desert flood areas due to fertile soils that allow for rise of societies and farming. The modern era doesn't have great wonders. Oh yeah, the Marvel movies. Floodplain. No, we have deltas. I'm just talking about... What is floodplain? A flat or gently sloping area of land beside a river channel, which is No, the fleuve is just a bigger river. It's just a big river. So the Mississippi here would be a fleuve. It would not be a river, I think. It's pretty huge, right? I would have to look up the Wikipedia of rivers and languages. From one language to the next, some words are omitted. Some words mean more things than another. Watch The Arrival. Or just Arrival. It's really a good deep dive into languages and what could have been and what could be if our language would be very, very different than what it is right now, and maybe how it was back then in the Egyptian times. Their language was very different than ours. The tombs are aligned north-south with an accuracy of up to 0.005 degrees. How the Egyptian did that has been unclear. And that's just the first article I have on it. Dude, do your research. It's crazy how they are, and no, they still don't know how they did it. They have ideas. But if in 2020 you have ideas of how they did stuff 2,000 years ago, we've lost some knowledge somewhere. Okay? We had some knowledge and we just lost it. We just lost it. Some fucking library went up in flame with a lot of hidden knowledge that now we're like, how did they do that? Maybe if we had the fucking book, we'd be like, oh, they learned that in like 3,000 years before Christ. Oh, shit. Because, you know, if you burn everything, like tomorrow, we burn everything. We burn the internet. We burn all our books. Even if we have the knowledge, me, you, our parents, our sons and daughters, Go forward 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 generations. Unless you're really, really good at writing all the fucking knowledge that we had in all the fucking world, a lot. I mean, like 99.99999% of the knowledge will be completely lost forever. And I think that's actually what happened. I don't think that we lived in a high-tech society and that there was a bomb and now we're back. I don't think that's what happened. I just think that they were very, very much involved into mathematics and things like that, and maybe more so than us. I don't know. Like maybe they discover like the like things like pi and stuff like that we kind of discovered later, rediscovered maybe. I don't know, but it feels like we're like we don't understand how they did it, but I'm pretty sure that if we had their books, we'd be like, oh, so they knew, and I'm sure we would learn stuff. It's pretty obvious that we would learn stuff. To think that because essentially it's the fucking is it like the Temple of Solomon or something? Like a lot of books were there and it got burned or something. Plunder and destruction multiple times. According to the Talanag, the temple was plundered by the Neo-Babylonian Empire king Nebuchadnezzar II when the Babylonians attacked Jerusalem during the brief reign of that 600 BC. A decade later, besieged Jerusalem 30 months, subsequently burning the temple along with most of the city. And that temple had a shit ton of stuff in it. And it's not like today's where they would make copies of those books, like thousands of copies. No, most of those books, there was only one copy. Which is extremely stupid to have like the Vatican Library right now, that there are books in the Vatican that there's only one copy of. Like, what the fuck are they thinking? I hope that they're digitizing them. Who knows? I thought you were contending it was alien knowledge. If you're saying it's just like, I can't. I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying stuff. I'm not. Guys, don't think you know me, and don't think you because I just talk about alien that like, or I say Illuminati. Oh, he's a conspiracy theorist, or no. Okay, I'm a science guy, and I live with theories and statistics. So in my head, there's a higher statistics that there is no God, that there is a God. I do believe in spirituality. I do believe in planes of existence. I do believe in infinites. I believe in all the infinites. So I essentially believe in everything. Thanks, Hollywood. I know that alien is alien, but I like the word alien. I definitely like the word alien, so I'll use alien. Hey Rez, how's it going? We've been talking about aliens and stuff like that. It's all Dolphin Prime's fault, by the way. So if anybody has a problem with the derailing of the stream, it's you can thank Dolphin Prime. Just send him a sub as a thank. Calling Egyptian history or Egyptian monuments would be like saying the gangs that move. That's a theory. Like, you seem to think that it's fact, but I don't think that it's fact. Like, it's one thing to say the dinosaurs have not existed. Okay, maybe. What's your alternative? You need an alternative. No, that's how science works. You know, you build a theory, and if your theory doesn't work, you build another theory, and then you continue on that. So you actually have to kind of go on where what? Okay, so no dinosaur. Okay, no dinosaur. Perfect. Okay, no dinosaur. So that actually means that all the museums of dinosaur, all that, it's all bullshit. All the like, that means that if I go into archaeology and I decide to study these things, eventually I'll come upon the truth, right? I do believe in conspiracies and all that, but it's actually much easier to fake a moon landing than to fake the dinosaur, because now you have like fucking physical proof on Earth that you have to show to people that they can touch. These proof need to connect to each other and have to build some kind of narrative. Like, all these dinosaur bones can't just be there, you know. They have to make sense, because you'll have eventually to build books, history books, that will connect all these things and say, oh, okay, that dinosaur went there and then ate that dinosaur and evolved into that type of dinosaur, you know. Why? Okay, there's a conspiracy. Okay, cool. Why? Why would they want us to believe in dinosaur? It actually doesn't really matter, because nobody gives a shit about dinosaur. Like, it's not like a pillar of our society. It's not like we go to church because of dinosaurs, you know? Dinosaurs have no fucking... Literally, I'm thinking about, no, they have no influence on our lives except like in movies and stuff like the Flintstones and shit like that. The dinosaurs have nothing. They don't... So I don't know why there would be a grand conspiracy to make us believe in dinosaur. What the... Okay, dinosaur exists. What the fuck? What does that change? If you're saying that it would be to camouflage the fact that these dinosaur bones are actually reptilian race, well, even though I don't believe in that, okay, that kind of makes sense. Maybe, okay, that's a reason. It's not I don't think it's a good reason. I don't think it really makes sense. It would actually be much easier to just camouflage the whole fucking thing instead of building, you know, you have a secret thing you want to camouflage. You're not gonna build a bigger thing on top of it to camouflage things. It doesn't make any sense, okay? And I'm a believer in secrets and conspiracies and all that shit, but it makes no sense that people would build a thing that would be easy to scrutinize instead of just being a hush-hush, you know? People like to believe it, doesn't make... But you're saying there's an agenda. What's the agenda? Why would they want... Anyways. The heights? Everything is relative, you know. We could be 10 feet tall. It's just the way... It's all evolution. We evolved from monkeys, so we kind of... And with the years, we'll grow, I guess, if we need to. It's all about... It seems, again, it's all theory. Evolution is still a theory, by the way. It seems that the way nature works, it seems there's some kind of like intelligent design inside of our cells, like the DNA and all that through generations seem to kind of understand the world and will kind of provide us with what we need. For example, the giraffe. So maybe for years and years and years, we should fucking stretch her neck to get that fucking leaf, and eventually through years and years and thousands of years, the neck just stretched. Like, that's actually what I think. There's also the other school of thought that says that no. It's... Well, the theory of evolution is more about that. It's the survival of the fittest. So it's actually because these creatures had a long neck that they survived. For me, it doesn't really make any sense, because why would the neck... Why are they like that? Why did the neck grow like that? I think that it's actually a thing that... Like, we keep... like, cutting our hair and like... modifying our own body, and it feels like through the years, and it seems to have had an impact, no? Like, we have less hair. Some people predict that we'll eventually lose our little toes, stuff like that. Stuff that it's kind of useless. Anyways, I like talking about that. So I would prefer to talk it in French because I'm really searching for my words because I'm thinking about a lot of stuff at the same time. They were placed there by the ancients as exaggerated sculptures after consuming wild mushrooms. Oh, okay. I actually thought that was Dolphin Price. You guys have all green names. Doctor, Dolphin, Rez, all fucking green names. Do you like green? Do not look for answers in history that are already answered. If you think you know the answer, then you don't wonder. No, I don't think I know the answer. That's what I've been saying for about an hour here. I have no answer. What I'm saying is I'm searching for the answers. I'm searching for answers that are logical and not just answers for the sake of answers. Not just jumping on the first, like, oh, there's weird things about the dinosaur, thus they don't exist, you know? And I'm not making fun of you. I'm just... There's weird things and strange things about the dinosaur. Okay, let's explore them. Instead of, like, I don't understand how the world works and how we could live on a fucking ball, gigantic balls whirling through space at speeds that makes no sense around a giant floating gas ball that is sending light and radioactive emission onto our planet from light years from now. Oh man, fuck it. Flat Earth. Fuck off. This is too much. We're flat. Okay, fuck. I can't understand that. Flat. Okay. And I've done my fucking research on Flat Earth because I find it extremely fascinating. But again, it's just, I'm sorry, but it's stupid. Okay? It's very, very stupid. Not saying you're stupid if you think that. I just think the idea is stupid, and you should maybe think about that, okay? Like, you could say to me that the idea of me streaming retro game is stupid. I respect that. Color changed. Nobody understands human nature. That's part of human nature. It's not understanding anything and being just a blob of flesh with 5 senses, essentially, and having access to the universe. And with these little fucking 5 senses and this center unit, we're gonna figure out the world and the universe. Yeah, right. Like, that's gonna happen. Anyway, let's break on that.
Space Ace, defender of justice, truth, and the planet Earth. Ace is being attacked by the evil Commander Borth.
Hold your fire! Who is that creep?
Borth.
No way, Borth, old buddy. Oh!
I've been hit!
By the Infanto Ray.
Struggle with Dexter to regain his manhood. Destroy the Infanto Ray. Defeat the evil Borth.
Hey, Borth! Come on, Kimberly, let's go. I've been hit.
Be valiant, Space Warrior. The fate of Earth is in your hands.
Well, Mr. Harris, let's see what we've got here. know, Mr. Harris, rockets and jockeys are a bad combination.
Dr. Forrest?
Brought to life through first-person 3D Mode 7 graphics, Super Empire Strikes Back lets the player take on a variety of roles from the Star Wars saga. You begin the adventure as Luke Skywalker, battling through the icy caves and plains of Hoth with your blaster and lightsaber. Then, jump into your snow speeder to defend the Rebel base against the amazing Imperial walkers. As Han Solo, you must fight your way to the Rebels' Echo base to get to the Millennium Falcon. Escape Imperial forces by seeking safety in an asteroid field. As Chewbacca, you head for Cloud City in search of Han's old smuggling buddy, Landau Calrissian. And of course, all the action is accompanied by digitized sound effects and music, all taken directly from the movie.
Introducing Descent 2. 10 new weapons, 13 new levels, twice the 360-degree insanity.
I'm not throwing Hail Marys, I'm saying them.
Descent 2 for PC.
You're going down.
Laura's back.
This is HQ to any available units. We have mechs down at Nav Gamma. Bravo Cadet reports 4 summoners on site. Bandits are hostile. Repeat, bandits are hostile.
HQ, this is Alpha Assault. I'm on my way, bearing 025.
ETA 34 seconds.
Alpha Assault, this is Bravo Cadet. I've got bandits all over me. Get down here.
Sit tight, Bravo 3. I've got visual.
I've got evacuators out. I'm targeting systems damage. I'm in bad shape.
Enemy detected.
Behind me, 2 of them. Be on the line.
Roger, I've got them.
Targeting.
It's got a lock on me. It's got a lock on me.
Targeting. Warning. Ammunition level. Critical.
Yo! I'm not mad, Dolphin Prime. I'm not mad at all. I get kind of riled up maybe because I like talking about that stuff, but like what I was saying is that I don't know shit, you don't know shit. So it's as weird for you're saying like, oh, you believe in dinosaur, well, blah 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 blah, agenda and all that, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know. So I'm like, so you have the answer? No, you shouldn't come up with the answer. You should instead, if you want to convince people, you should start with like asking questions instead of just like, no, forget about that, boom. But again, the late discovery and all that, for me, it makes sense. It never really made no sense. It was always clear. First of all, there's not a ton of fossils. There is, but again, these dinosaurs are fucking old. So there is, but there's not a shit ton. They're everywhere on the continent and on the world, in Canada and in Africa, pretty much everywhere. These dinosaurs are not. There was a dinosaur everywhere. Like there's no human everywhere, and the fact that I think I've never really done research on that, but I feel that if I was a really old culture, like the Asians or whatever, like back in 2000 before Christ or 10,000 before Christ, and you find a skull or a fossil or something that looks like dinosaur, birth of the dragon, you know, that might be where the dragon came from. It would make sense. Like I'm the kind of guy that goes with like the first, not necessarily the first thing, but the most obvious thing. You should always look at the most obvious answer before trying to look into like deep shit, okay? Unless the obvious answer doesn't fit and there's some weird things that doesn't work, but nobody knows shit. Keep in mind though that the continent did not look. Yeah, exactly. No, you're right. Exactly. Yeah, that's the way it's explained. I think they were essentially all at the same spot. All the dinosaur kind of. Like, I guess they were different. It's been so long, but yeah, tectonic plates move, and I'm pretty sure that if you do your research, imagine, dude, that means that if you would be a scientist that would work in the field of paleontology, all these dots would have to connect perfectly for your field to work. You would notice something immediately if it didn't work. You know, you would look at the way the dinosaur moved and which race of dinosaur, which species of dinosaur was where, when, the way the continent moved. Is it logical that this dinosaur would be in Canada in Mountain, that dinosaur would be in London, whatever? And you know, it wouldn't take like years and years. You would be like, no, nothing makes sense, dude. This is bullshit. This is just a story that we were made to believe. Anyways, I think that's it. As you, the first time that they discovered the dinosaur, I'm sure everybody was like, oh, nah, impossible. But and some scientists were like, I don't believe in it. I'm gonna go into the field, not believing into it, and try to disprove it. And I'm pretty sure that they will. I don't know. Okay, they really exist, and it didn't take like years and years. People were like, okay, no, there's dinosaurs. It's not like other things. Let's say like the moon landing. I like using that example because it's pretty much it's the kind of thing that everybody says we've landed on the moon, but it's the kind of thing that I think would be plausible. And I'm a fan of Stanley Kubrick, and if you know the story, well, you know. I would actually encourage people to dig up on the whole thing, the whole moon thing, NASA, the whole thing. Explore it. It's pretty interesting. I don't think that NASA is kind of an Illuminati or anything, but I think there's some things there that they just don't want us to know, maybe because I think there's a lot of shame in that. I don't think it's the extraterrestrial or thing. I think there's shame. There was political reasons. There's many reasons why the US would do that, okay? Let's just say that. Okay? There's so many fucking weird things that happened just in America in the last, let's say 100 years. I would say 50, but let's put at 100. There's so many shit, like so many political celebrity figures that got assassinated mysteriously. Nobody knows anything. Whether it's 9/11 or it's John F. Kennedy, there's always fucking I mean, I live in Canada, and this is like it's not like this here. What the fuck is wrong with your country? You know, what the fuck? What the fuck is? Anyways, we need to play Doom. Oh my god. I'm still afraid that I'm so close to you guys though. I really want to live elsewhere. I don't want to know if in England or if you have weird shit like that, like people mysteriously disappearing. I don't know. There's so many weird shit going on. I guess it's also the American culture. I would not be surprised if all this is just because the American culture is kind of a mishmash of all the culture. It's like the last, not the last. I don't know. I may be like talking like out of my ass right now, but it's like kind of like one of the last culture that was created on Earth. You know? No, am I am I crazy here? You know, because like there were many cultures, and eventually we kind of like stopped. We still fight with each other. We kind of decided, okay, that the lines that we put there, we're gonna leave them there for now, and we'll see later. Because like like 500 years ago, those lines meant nothing. You know, like America was just our provinces were moving, lines were moving. Canada was once going all the way down to Florida. Applejack, you live in Russia? Holy shit. When it feels safe to live in Russia, you know our world is fucked. Not that I know anything about Russia. I'm just saying, by the way, but as an American point of view, you know, the way we are meant to see Russia, you're kind of the enemy. I'm not like that, by the way. I see the whole fucking humanity as one whole. I do not believe in race. I believe in one race, like the human race. The species. I don't really believe in different races. Especially once you go with like fucking crossbreeding and all that, you know that everybody will eventually all end up like kind of brownish, kind of homogeneous. I do like the fact that we're different right now. I don't think it'll last though. It's kind of cool that like you have Asians and like they all have their little typical, but eventually through thousands of years, it's pretty much gonna be. Because here in Quebec, there was some Indians. We don't say Indian here. I don't like using that word for some reason, but it's Amerindian and whatever. Native Americans, and we say Amérindien here. When I say it in French, it sounds so Amérindien. It sounds so. It sounds fucking Indian, right? The first peoples, yeah. Exactly. So yeah, there was them and there was the European, and now we're like all European, but essentially we're not. We're pretty much a mix of those two, but there were so many more European, I guess. Earth peoples. I'm setting up to build the one from a kit next month. You can spend enough time with. Whoa. Nikola Tesla is another thing. Oh man, dolphin. You're starting me on tangent. I tend not to believe in conspiracies because of the number of people that need to coordinate and keep quiet. We can't coordinate 10 people in my workplace. Yes, that's your workplace. I'm sorry for you. Okay? I've seen places that are very coordinated. I think secrets can be easily kept secret. You just have to find the right way to keep it secret. I'm not talking thousands of people. It's easy, especially in the way we work. And I don't really believe in conspiracies, but I'm just saying, the way we work as a human species, as a culture, we work with leaders. We work with one person that leads a couple of other person that leads another couple of person. So the only person who needs to know the truth is the top guy. Okay? I don't believe there's an Illuminati and the councils and all that shit. But it could. That's all I'm saying. There's a 0.00001 chance that could be the case. Because one guy could direct 12 guys, could direct all these 12 guys, direct another 10 guys, which direct another 10 guys, direct another 10 guys. Do you fucking know that even the guy at the second or third level has no fucking clue what's going on? You don't need thousands of people behind conspiracies. No. You need a good leader and good followers. And there's a shit ton of good followers on Earth. And there's a shit ton of bad leaders. That's a bad mix. What blows my mind, the advancement of technology just happened in like 150 years. We're primitive as fuck still, crazy. Yeah, there was a movie here that came out. It's a French-Canadian movie. A kind of a parody of Star Trek, Star Wars. And the main guy's like, we're all fucking monkeys with car keys. Essentially, that's what we are. We're fucking monkeys with car keys. We're monkeys with guns. We're so less advanced than the tools that we have. So less advanced of the tools that we are using every day that at this moment we are creating tools that are more advanced than us. That may one day just kick our ass or whatever. I don't know. Not saying I know what's going on, but you must know about the Tesla bot. If you've seen fucking Boston Dynamics, what they're doing, and all that, again, all that is fucking America. My dad was talking to me today about like the Honda robot. I don't know what's going on with the Honda robot, but that was in the 90s, and it was going like this. But I've seen fucking Boston Dynamic robots doing backflips and parkour stuff that most human cannot do. And yeah. And it was funny because on the tweet, but under there, people were like, oh, but they're still... Humans are still better than that. We can still do better shit than that. Oh, some of us can do better shit than that. They can all do it. You know? They make one, it can do it. Immediately. Like, that's extremely advanced. Like, put that robot, put a fucking... like an AI, like those AI that we see, like I'm sure you've seen some videos on YouTube of two AIs talking to each other, stuff like that. Take that AI, put it on that Boston Dynamic bot, and I don't know, but dude, we just created a tool that could just look at us and be like, I don't need you. What the fuck? You know? It's crazy, and I'm a cyberpunk. I'm really sci-fi driven, and I love cyberpunk, and I'm kind of excited and afraid at the same time, and nervous about our future and the future of my fucking kids, dude. I didn't want to have kids because I didn't believe in our future, and now that COVID has hit, and I've seen the worst part of the humans, it's even worse than I thought. By the way, it's worse. And like 10 years ago, people were like, "Hey Simon, you're crazy. You think that you think nothing of the human. You think that we're that we're just pathetic. We're really pathetic. Like really, like we're fucking pathetic." Now I'm pissed. Okay, now I'm mad. I'm building this myself. By the way, I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm just building myself. I'm sorry. This is my echo chamber. I have several guitars, but I tend to think of many people more as citizens of Earth, first people, some of the build one. A kit? What kit? About Tesla? You need to invent a guitar humbucker? Okay. I just tuned in for some Dune too. I'm sorry, got into guitars. What if we're the top guy? What if it's a self-appointed position? What if you were the top guy? What if it's a self-appointed position? We could bestow that. Yes, we need that guy in my work. Yeah, you need that guy. Now, again, I'm not saying there's a guy. I'm just saying it's right now we have like a politic system with leaders. We don't have any choice. There were so many. It's just the way the world works. But the argument that conspiracies cannot exist because that's always what I hear. Because at work we can't organize. Well, I'm sorry if it's shitty at your workplace, okay? But there's some places that are very organized. And I'm sure that if you go into an FBI or CIA office, you'll find unorganized shit and you'll be like, oh, they're not perfect. Of course, we're all fucking humans. What I'm telling you that we are able to create systems and organisms, not organizations. We're creators of tools and systems that surpasses us at this point. So saying that, oh, we can't organize 10 people is what? No, fuck. Fuck that. Fuck that. I don't believe it. The fact that we can build computers, that I can play this, that I can talk to you, just shows how we are incredible at doing whatever. If we put our mind to it, the human is capable of anything, and that's why I think we're pathetic, because we are capable of so much, and this is what we do. This is what I do with my time. Am I not pathetic? Oh, you're pathetic too, by the way. We are all equally worthless. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to offend anyone in chat. I don't know if I'm just... Should I go back to Dune? Just tell me. The only one who made a somewhat an objection is Base. He didn't say anything. He just said, I just tuned in for some Dune. Where did I go wrong? Oh, I get... Okay, well, I guess it's not my fault. He said where I go wrong. So it's Base's fault. It's his fault. I don't know. Today I feel like I need to talk. I feel like I'm a talkative Simon today. The singularity. They're officially ninjas. Oh yeah, they're fucking ninjas. That fucking video, yeah, right. The human race is definitely misappropriating artificial intelligence. It's just fucking crazy. The dude Elon Musk's like, so we're doing it to help people and it's gonna help. But essentially we're doing it because other people will do it, so we should do it first. That's essentially, just look at the conference. That's what he said. He was kind of here we say Petsini was kind of slipping there. He kind of Elon Musk he just, I don't know if he wasn't prepared or what, but it feels like he just goes in and just blah. Everything comes out, and it's like, oh well, it goes at 5 kilometers an hour, so you can run, you cannot run it. It's not a problem. You can out-strength it. It can only lift 10 pounds, and I'm like, yeah, of course that's an issue, but is that what you should talk about in your press conference? Like 10 minutes in? What? Talking about the AI overthrowing us now? We're going there right now? Okay, I guess we're gonna address the elephant in the room. Yes, our robot looks like a fucking executioner. No problem. You can outrun it for now. We've seen Boston Dynamics. You just have to put your robot with the body of the Boston Dynamics robot and we have a problem. Maybe, I don't know. We're gonna make them good. He's like, he laughs. He's like, we're gonna make them good. Yeah, I fucking hope so. I gotta trust the guy because I prefer Musk doing that instead of like the big corpo guy who's just, you know, just corpo. That guy, that Elon Musk knows about Deus Ex. He definitely is a fan of science fiction. He has, years ago, he said that it was dangerous the way AI was evolving. So he's in touch. He fucking knows. The fact he's doing that is like, okay, maybe he's doing it because he's afraid that other people will fuck it up. So he's gonna do it right. And he did mention multiple times, like, there's gonna be rules. He didn't say there's gonna be the 3 Asimov, the laws of robotic, but I don't know. It's fucking weird. Like I said before, please, don't make it a human. And of course they made it a human. Don't make it a human. Don't make it a human, okay? Because like he said, our cars are essentially robots on wheel. Cool. I believe you. Your cars are robots on wheel. Nobody said your fucking cars are sentient or are robots or gonna overthrow us. There's no fear. Everything is fine with the world. The day you build a robot that looks exactly like us, with hands and shit, doesn't have a face, but there's a black screen, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a fucking face there. There's gonna be emoticons. You can bet your ass that there's gonna be an emote there. Oh, I can still see it. God damn it. Fucking crazy. But this is all just simulation. If I go to the end of the chat and I finish talking about my topic, we'll go to Dune. We're still not there. I'm at Eradicate Destroy. They're remarkable often what they choose to say in their oblique way. This is all just simulation anyways, alright. Yeah, exactly. I think is Neo, he can see the glitches in the Matrix. The rest of us are just sheeple. Want to become famous? Oh, want to become famous! Wow! The bots come in. I'm talking about bots. Hey, you talked to me. You talked about me. Want to become famous? Go back to Doom. Okay, that was when I was talking about. Hey, evil, call me dictator. Hey, just get into an AI car and let it drive you into a wall because the street lines are jigger. That's not how it works. It's actually extremely advanced. I really don't like Tesla or whatever. I'm not a guy. I don't want to advance technology too much. Like I said, we're advancing the technology. Wait, it's like, whoa, we're not like we don't even know where we come from, and we're building something that will be better than us. Like, I just want to go back to when you would build a sword, or your teacher would give you your first sword. You would actually have to master the fucking sword before finally being able to, maybe, if you're really good at it, kill someone with it, you know? Not just, here's a gun. No. A gun? No. Here's a button. No. Here's a thought. You know, that's where we're going. Clearly. I mean, there was the hand, there was the sword, there was the gun. Now we have huge guns. Now we have buttons that operate huge guns, and eventually it's going to be thought. We're almost there. AI is already possible of comprehending more, containing more knowledge than 1 million people combined. Just one of them. I think so, but I don't think it's able to computerize it, to make it work. I don't think just shitting the entire internet in an AI just makes it work. It's just information. It needs to understand how we talk, why we do things we do. It actually has to learn all these things. I have a feeling it's almost impossible at this point that there's no AI somewhere in the world that has been built like in maybe 2017 or something like that. 16, 17. I would believe that in 16, 17 they had the technology to build like a neural network. Like they talk about. I don't exactly know what it means. It looks like a brain, I guess. Neural network. Neural network of neurons. And that's what I read when I was in 2000. I was really obsessed with like AI and how like new brains were created, like to learn. Not just you had like the old brain or the old AI is just putting scripts into it, like when you see a door you go through it, when you blah 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 you do that. And that's actually how Tesla cars work. I don't think Tesla cars can think. I hope not. And why would we want that, right? But I'm pretty sure that somewhere there's a fucking scientist like Elon Musk that's, fuck it, somebody else gonna do it, so I'm gonna do it. Why not? Science is like that nowadays. It's not really we're solving problems. Even if are we at perfect happiness, all the humans? No. So I don't know why we're investing so much energy into all these ventures that are not really helping the base. We're not doing our pyramid of Laszlo right now. We're all over the place. We're trying to do the top. We need to do the bottom first. You know, we need to get our shit together with the rest of the world once everybody's cool with everything. Not everything. Everybody's never gonna be cool with everything. But man, there's some pretty huge inequalities in the world. I guess once everybody's fed and that it's almost no war, or maybe no war, that would be nice. Now we could go to the stars, and now we could go to the inner space and try to look at planes of existence and whatever, quantum physics, etc. I don't think that maybe quantum physics and all that shit will solve our problems, but I don't think that's the objective. It seems to be just for the kicks, just because we have the money. It's actually that, you know, these organizations have money and are given money by the government because government is like, yeah, cool, I can give you money so you can search things. That's cool. That's actually a good thing. That's what you want, right? You want some R&D in your organization. Okay, we're back. We're now at 7 viewers. It's going down. I'm gonna go back to Dune. I guess people are tired. I think I never be a passenger in a self-driving car. Okay, we're good. Oh no, we're not. Wow. You guys continue talking. It's not my fault. I'm not creating this. Your iPhone works on the principle of quantum mechanics, and we don't fully understand quantum mechanics. From a technology standpoint, we have never needed to fully understand something to do it. No, I understand that. But we do want to. Have you seen those documentaries about police system that can accurately predict when and where a crime is going to occur? With Tom Cruise? Yeah, I saw that movie. It's a byproduct of this hyper-intelligence that already exists in computerization and is employed in a fragmented manner. Fusion will solve the problem. Yeah. The human instrumentation. I'm watching some Neo Genesis. Neo Genesis Evangelion these days. Okay. We have to become the Tang. We have all to become one. All our problem will disappear when we become one.
Warning, order unit approaching.
I need to save here because I don't know where I am. It's been 2 hours since I haven't played this game. Since I played this. Build it. I guess there's no one here.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Reporting.
We're back with Dune.
Affirmative. Reporting.
Construction complete.
Acknowledged.
It's so fascinating because at least I can talk to you about this and you're not... Well, maybe you are looking at me like... Maybe. It seems we've done all the things.
Reporting.
Man, just thanks. Fuck it. Oh, nuclear fusion? But yeah, why not? Unity fusion is getting a large blob. Exactly. I'm pro blob. Oh no, I'm not. I'm not pro blob. I want my individuality.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Even though it would bring me happiness, I'm well aware of that.
Acknowledged.
It would bring me happiness and serenity, but I like chaos. I like the roller coaster.
Atreides unit deployed.
There's no up if there's no down, so you need down to up. It's simple. You need down to up, guys. Come on.
Orders unit destroyed. Orders unit destroyed.
You need down to up. Camilio, 2001.
Orders unit destroyed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Hey, presto!
Affirmative.
Orders unit destroyed.
Chaos is way more interesting, right? I'm always about interesting stuff. Though I would like to know everything, being one blob would actually give me all knowledge. Oh man, there's so many, there's good... Man, I think, yeah, that would make sense, right? We were blob and then we said, nah, blob is boring, let's become individual. And then, boop, individual.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Like that's actually kind of the things I believe in. I don't believe in God like that guy in the sky. I do believe that maybe we were one thing, entity, whatever.
Atreides harvester
for eternity. forever, infinite, forward, backwards. And it was the most boring fucking thing ever. And we're like, no, we need to make it something. So we created chaos. We created balls of crap speeding into space with creatures on them, living organism. Some of them can think by themselves. Oh, we're going all the way. We're exploring this. Again, I'm not playing right. I should do multiple bases and all that, right? I'm sure I have no space right now to do all my shit anyways. So I need to repair this, I guess. What? I'll upgrade. Man, talking with you guys is more interesting than the game. I'm not saying this is a bad game, but this is definitely a point where on Discord you guys were talking about Diablo, and I had difficulty not chiming in and talking about Dune, because Diablo, Dune, for me it's all the same in the sense that there's so many. This is the base game. They made Dune, but eventually it became all the RTSs. It's like playing Mario Brothers 1. Like, it's fun, but there's many other better platformers out there. So Dune is like that. Diablo for me is like that. Diablo 1 and 2 is boring for me. I like action RPGs, but Diablo really is just the base. It's just, okay, we started there, we can go forward to many other places. Well, one take is that your current leg is just a piece of the blob, temporarily inhibiting your human form. When you die, you return to the blob, and then later you are reborn to another individual. But it's not really you, you're just a piece of the blob. Yeah, exactly. The controls improve so much. Oh yeah, so much. Yeah, this is the original.
Reporting.
Oh. Yeah, like shit ton of those. Rocket launcher. No.
Reporting.
Orders unit destroyed.
Reporting.
Actually, should move our units behind the wall.
Reporting. Reporting.
Orders unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Report. Acknowledged.
Construction complete.
Again, the turrets are OP. Just build a wall of turret. How much are they? Yeah.
Construction complete. Atreides unit deployed.
Okay, let's build a base somewhere.
Affirmative.
Wow.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Warning. Orders unit approaching.
Reporting. Affirmative.
This is my base. Okay.
Reporting. Reporting.
Yeah, no money is coming in now. There's a shit ton of spies there.
Acknowledged. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Acknowledged.
I guess here is a good spot.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
gonna need more power, I guess. Not so bad.
Reporting. Acknowledged. Reporting.
Orders unit destroyed.
Turret City! Welcome!
Affirmative.
Construction complete.
Affirmative.
Orders unit destroyed.
Reporting.
Atreides harvester deployed. Our base is under attack. Orders unit destroyed. Atreides harvester deployed.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Warning. Orders unit approaching.
Well, if there's a game we could talk about philosophy, it was Dune, so... Yeah, I forgot about repairing you guys.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
So will they go there?
Reporting.
Like if I do return. Return. Oh, wow! He picks him up? Eh! Are you shitting me? Wait, stop! What the fuck? Oh.
Reporting.
Return. The carryall actually picks them up? Holy shit! Holy shit!
Acknowledged.
Nice! It's like in the movie!
Reporting.
Man, it is so odd here. If you're interested in the discussion of... Oh my god, I'm so interested in everything, dude. Like I said, I want to know everything. That's my goal in life. Did you just PM me? Yeah, send me links, dude. Ideally YouTube videos because I'm fucking lazy. I like reading, just, you know how it is when you get old. I don't like all this technology, but I might as well use it for my own enjoyment.
Affirmative. Acknowledged. Report. Affirmative. Acknowledged.
These little sets of notes sounds like they're doing. It lasted like 2 seconds.
Acknowledged.
It sounded a little bit like the Dune game, but that's it. I thought they would be more
Affirmative.
more similar because they said they were similar. But and view the world. There is an interesting talk with an Indian mystic and a neuroscientist. It's not a debate, just a weird perception. Oh yeah, go.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
When you have two open-minded people talking to each other that have both different fields of knowledge, because I think that a philosopher and a scientist, the scientist is not better than the philosopher. In our society, it seems that that's what we want to think, right? The scientist knows stuff. The philosopher just thinks stuff. But both of them are very two intelligent, very intelligent people, and having both of them being open in a discussion can lead to incredible things and thoughts that should be like studied and built upon, but our leaders don't give a shit.
Orders unit destroyed. Orders unit destroyed.
I said to my parents today that our government is literally managing like Canada, like we're talking about Trudeau. Like he's managing, and that's just not him, it's all politicians in general. But they're managing this like it's a fucking game of Sims, you know? We're not a game of Sim City. We're people. We're individual. Every one of us. So many people.
Acknowledged.
At this point, I should just attack them. I don't think they can. I want to do the. Oh no, yeah. I want to upgrade this. Like repairing a thing before upgrading it is not a big deal. Rocket launchers, yeah.
Reporting.
One mission for one stream. It's fine.
Acknowledged. Affirmative.
My turrets are fine. I don't even need my army.
Acknowledged. Report. Acknowledged.
Orders unit destroyed.
Report. Acknowledged.
Igor, you missed like 2 hours of philosophical talking.
Affirmative. Reporting.
And conspiracies and stuff.
Acknowledged.
I hope that I didn't.
Reporting.
I didn't upset Dolphin. Like I wasn't attacking him or anything. I hope it didn't look like that. It's not. No. That was not the objective. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Report. Affirmative. Report.
Anyway, a guy that comes in and says dinosaurs don't exist must have a thick skin.
Report. Affirmative.
Orders unit destroyed. Orders unit
This was better. Whoa, yeah!
Reporting.
I'm worthy.
Acknowledged.
Are we though?
Affirmative.
Are we? I can be thick-skinned on some issues. Some things are. It goes through me easier.
Report.
And they're not just talking about me, but some people. I never banned anybody from here, but
harvester deployed.
I apparently said some things and acted.
Reporting.
That enough that I don't know why they didn't come back. I offended some people.
Reporting.
I don't know how to say it. I guess that's what happened.
Acknowledged.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Here I am the hate raid. If a fucking hate raid comes, I meant fucking hate raid me. I'm ready, dude. I don't give a shit.
Reporting. Acknowledged.
Orders unit destroyed.
I just have to say that I'm gay.
Warning. Orders unit
I'm actually a woman. I'm Camilio.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Only one knowledge of ancient Egyptian that is forever lost is beer making. Oh, you have, since you're a mod, you actually have access to the old chat. You can just scroll up, right? I should put everybody mod. So you can just scroll up when you... Something that I think Twitch is just stupid. Like when you come into a chat, you can't... If you're just a dude, you can't scroll up and see what happened 5 minutes ago. Let alone an hour ago.
Orders unit destroyed.
Really makes me question, what about reality is boring? To instill belief in all these various aspects of it. What is wrong with reality? That's a greater question. Oh, yeah, well, you missed my point about we need to be individual and being the blob. Oh, you missed a part of the conversation here. We're way past that. We accepted reality. Did you guys? I accepted reality.
Reporting.
No, I was saying that this is just because I'm watching Evangelion. It's Evangelion, I guess.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Where the crux of the thing is, do you prefer to be like a huge, not huge, but I mean one thing, one entity, all-knowing, all-connected, serenity now, happiness forever, or you prefer being individual and being sensitive and being separated? The separation creates loneliness, but it also creates that longing feeling of being with someone, and when you are with someone, and now you have that up. For up, you need down. That's what I said before.
Reporting.
For up, need down.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
So you need to have shitty experiences. You need to have.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
That's what makes it interesting.
Affirmative. Reporting.
And I guess dying is just you return to the whole thing, maybe.
Report. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Report. Acknowledge. Report.
But once you're in the thing, you're not an individual anymore. You're not like can you think back on your experience? Can you even think?
Reporting. Report. Affirmative.
It was funny because I was reading on it and
Reporting. Affirmative.
on Evangelion, and like some people are like, oh, but the people that didn't want to be part of the human experimentation project, or I don't remember the name of it.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Like they wouldn't be happy in the orange tank, but they wouldn't be individuals, so they wouldn't care. At this point, they would be happy.
Reporting. Reporting.
Everybody would be connected with everybody.
Reporting.
I just must say, your wife must relish the great conversation that you can. My wife, we're separated. You know that, right?
Reporting. Affirmative.
She didn't care. She didn't give a shit about my conversation.
Affirmative.
She still doesn't give a shit about my conversation. We can talk about many things, but I can't talk about the things I just talked about for 2 hours.
Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
She's not my ex-wife yet. I can say she's my future ex-wife, maybe.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
I don't know what she wants. It's her fucking thing.
Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge.
Warning. Ordos unit approaching.
I really thought you did.
Reporting.
It's okay. We can talk about it.
Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Ordos unit destroyed.
She clearly didn't. Nobody understands me. That's okay. That's okay. I'm at peace with that. I've been at peace with that since 2001. It makes me sad that a lot of people seem to be able to understand each other. Why can't I have that? I don't know. Because I'm fucked up. But I cannot actually say that somebody understands me. And I'm sure everybody in chat, no, not everybody, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people in chat can say, yeah, my wife understands me, or my brother understands me, or my father understands me. Not really. Not in my case, not really. A little bit. Not nobody understands me. No. But no, nobody really understands me, and that's kind of frustrating. I don't feel I'm that complicated.
Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Like even when I talk to you guys, even though I feel open and I feel I can pretty much say anything, I don't feel like I can say anything, by the way. I know I can't say anything. I can't say everything, that's what I mean.
Reporting.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
This is not a totally free environment. You're much freer than me at this point.
Warning. Orders unit approaching.
You have anonymity.
Affirmative. Acknowledged.
Atreides vehicle repaired.
Oh my god, we're getting our ass kicked.
Deployed. Orders unit destroyed.
Reporting.
I guess I should take it like this, flank them in this side. Yeah, I can't. Going in diagonal is really not good. What is he doing?
Reporting.
What? What? Okay, break time. What the fuck? In some areas, this game is more involved than fucking Command and Conquer. So I just bought a carryall, by the way. I didn't tell him to do anything. But now I'm saying my carryall, bringing my tanks back, so he's actually bringing them back to the fucking repair center. That's why all my tanks are repaired. Whoa, 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 damn. This is not the best game to go into philosophical talk. Because I missed like a half an hour of chat. I'm fresh from breakup. I'm a Christian. I don't worry about reincarnation, but Buddhist tackles that issue. What exactly is the issue on which you feel misunderstood or not understood? Everything? Like I don't feel like when I make a decision, like when I was with my wife, I would make a decision. I would say, I don't know. Today we're gonna eat steak. I don't know, or just like where we're gonna put our kids in school, or how we do discipline in the house, whatever. The movie we're gonna watch tonight. It always feels like I need to explain myself. Like I'll say, "Oh, let's do that," and she'll be like, "Why?" "Oh, okay, well, I'm gonna explain my thing," but. Like I always feel like I also always feel that I'm misunderstood, which is even worse than not understood. I can get the, I didn't understand what you just said. Can you repeat that? That's okay. Misunderstanding is the worst. Because now the person is like, oh yeah, I gotcha. No, you don't. Maybe it's your accent. Use more arm gestures. Yes. I use these cool arm gestures. I'm fucking Eric Foreman from That 70s Show. Christianity, whoa. But Christianity is centered around a guy who reincarnated himself. Hear more. We needed a Christian guy to bring fucking religion here. I was just talking about blob and entities. I didn't even say the soul. I didn't say that. Nothing. There was no religion here. You brought this here. But Christianity is centered around a guy who reincarnated himself. Yes, definitely. No. Actually, yeah, Nex Grato said it. He didn't reincarnate. He I don't know how to say it in English. There's a word for that. Reincarnate is in another body. It's same soul, different body. He just came back to life. If there was a Jesus, I just think he wasn't dead. The guy's dead. Oh, guys, well, the guy was there on the cross for I don't know how much. I think that guy was just superhuman. You know those really tough guys? Doesn't it mean the guy was like 7 feet tall, made of muscle? The guy might have like 25 endurance. And they put on the cross and like die. But that's not how you kill someone, okay? I don't know from experience, but apparently it's difficult to kill someone. Okay, a human doesn't die just like that. Okay, you just even shooting someone. You shoot someone, he's not dead. You shoot again, shoot again, shoot again. Maybe now he's dead. A couple of other bullets, maybe, and maybe not. Maybe you're gonna go, oh wow, got fucking stories of people jumping on 2 grenades exploding and they survived. So yeah, just putting a guy on a cross not gonna kill him. Okay. Maybe there was that spear thing, and okay, but then they're like the guy falls over or whatever, and then the doc comes in. Okay, he's dead. Put him in. Puts him in the cave. The guy's not dead. Miracle. I solved Christianity. You know, that's what I was saying about. I'm the guy who's gonna go to the simplest explanation, especially for something like that. And I do kind of believe that maybe Jesus is something special. I do believe that in some really small percentage kind of way. I am a Christian myself. Maybe I was raised Christian, let's just say. But I'm more agnostic than atheists. I say more because again, it's all percentage. That's part of reincarnation, gotten out of the appropriate receptacle vessel. I agree. There's okay. There's like a clear distinction. Definitely a clear distinction between the two. You couldn't be reincarnated as someone else. It wouldn't be you then. Reincarnation is usually a separate vessel from same spirit. You guys are just talking like it's a thing. It's so weird. Like you have the manual on reincarnation right here. Oh yeah, reincarnation! Says it right there. Reincarnation is not the same as what the Christ did. Christ did another thing. He's a zombie. Did somebody take his pulse? So who knows? Maybe he was fucking dead and he was a zombie. The first zombie. The first vampire, maybe. The end movement are still Italian American. You're talking to me? So you're saying I may be Italian? Maybe. I don't think so. We're part of a big blob called country, town, social security. No, we're part of one blob called Earth. That's the only reason we were able to thrive. No, the blob is about lack of identity. The things we're saying are all ways to identify yourself. There's no you in the blob. There's no nation state community. There's nothing. There's just the blob. Why is self-identity inherently bad? No, I didn't say that. But some people think that though. Like some people, of course, are. If I would ask some, you would take 10 people in the room and I would ask them, do you want like eternal happiness and blah blah, like essentially heaven. Like the blob thing is as heaven here. In this theoretical New Genesis Evangelion thing. He died, then was stabbed with a spear. Oh, okay. It was a death sentence when you were put on a cross. He's still with Jesus. Damn, you're really Christian. You must be the most Christian guy I've ever met. Here in Quebec, at least in my region, it's just religion. We really don't give a shit. We really don't. There are churches everywhere, but according to the problem is in our culture we were raped by religion. Really, we were maltreated by religion in French Canada. They used us. The Catholic Church. I'm not joking. I forgot which woman was writing about 3 guys who was crucified and then found innocent, taken down immediately, and 2 died anyways of injuries. Oh yeah, of course. I'm not saying that's what... I don't know. I think the message of inhuman suffering being tied to seemingly mystical power is true. Native tribes would send their young men on trials of manhood, prove they could face the real hardship of life. Oh man, I would so like this to be part of our culture again. Because I don't think I would have passed it. So I would have had to do it again and again and again. Maybe eventually became a man. I never became a man. I never passed that trial. Well, I'm familiar enough. Unless the trial was just seeing a lot of shit and being like, oh my god, okay. Well, I'm familiar enough with Buddhist ideas of reincarnation to know about it. I like what Ricky Gervais said, just because I believe in one less God than you, I get labeled as an atheist. I used to believe in no God, raised Catholic, then I had some wild dreams. Now I believe that. You seem to put a lot of your thoughts into your dreams, but dreams are just dreams. I believe there are entities beyond human comprehension that exist differently than human can understand. Oh yeah, I don't need dreams to believe that. Dreams just feel like a flushing of the... Do you know how much information and like just information, sensory information you get in one day? It's just too much. You need to sleep it off and kind of flush it or organize it. So maybe when you're sleeping, it's like your mind kind of, okay, this is important, this is less important. You're still keeping stuff. Like, I'm sure I'm a hoarder in my mind. I'm keeping stuff just in case, but it's very difficult to get to that thing. It's like it's maybe behind like 16,000 boxes. Oh yeah. I remember that code from that game on the NES when I was 7 years old, but for me to actually like remember, I know that I remember it, but to remember it is another thing. I have to actually go through these boxes and find it. To deface, erase, and rewrite history. Yeah, definitely, yeah. I agree with Dolphin on that. Definitely agree on that. I may disagree with the theory of which I find extremely interesting. Did you link me stuff? PM me them so that I see them easily. Yeah, you send me a link. You send me a link. The Portuguese gave my ancestors two choices: convert or die. Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. We all know. We all pass through this shit. Could you hunt a bear by yourself? You'd start questioning your dad. No, I understand. Yeah, no, I understand. Okay, you're not saying your dreams are visions. You're just saying your dreams are making you think about the world. Okay, gotcha. At least for me, I have real intense one, like visions. Okay. Forget about just what I just said then. So can some acid... I can predict the future sometimes, precognition. Oh, I can predict the future... And sometimes, yeah, it feels paranormal, almost. And when I say stuff like that, people want to punch me in the face. But over the years, I actually think that it's just... I deduce things, so it's like, no, okay, it should lead to that. So sometimes it leads to that. So one of the things that my wife, back then, when we weren't even married, well, like before marriage, a little bit after... we're married. I used to have a saying that would really piss her off. It's definitely not the reason she left me, because I stopped saying that. It was pissing her off. Is I used to say, I'm always right. And I'm not. Of course, I cannot say that. I cannot say that I'm a humble guy, because if saying that I'm a humble guy is not humble, whatever. But I know that I am an humble guy. I never brag about anything, but except now. I'm not bragging about it, but I would say things. I would say that's gonna happen, whether it's in a movie, whether it's at the grocery store, that guy's gonna do that, or like that's gonna happen, like politically, oh that's gonna happen, like with COVID, that's gonna happen. By the way, I should have written pretty much what's gonna happen. I kind of... It was, for me, it was written in the sky since the beginning. And if you've been here, like I've been talking about it, and I've been pretty open about it, except at the beginning. I actually thought at the beginning that it would be just like it was huge, but I actually thought that we would get our shit together. I actually had fucking hope for humanity, and I was like, come on, in 2020 we can deal with that easily. Yeah, it's gonna be bad, but I actually didn't think it would take. We're not out of the woods. We'll never be out of the woods, in my opinion. So if we're out of the woods in 10 years, you can say, you were wrong on that. Anyways, it was a saying I had with my wife. I'm always right. J'ai tout à raison. I was saying that. J'ai tout à raison. J'ai tout à raison. And it was a joke for me because I actually don't think I'm always right. But when I was right, I would say that. And it was pissing her off. I thought it was an inside joke. I think eventually she said, stop saying that. It's annoying. But the thing is, the more I said it, the more it felt like it was happening. Like at that point, I was like Dolphin. I was like, fucking shit, this is scary. And I think it was scary for her. And she was like, fucking stop it. It's annoying. And like, imagine being with someone that is saying like, this is gonna happen. And not everything. I'm not a divine. I don't know anything. I know that I know nothing. But it was kind of freaky. It wasn't like freaky, like Twilight Zone freaky, but it was annoying for her, and I actually felt it was. So I kind of stopped, and that meme stopped. But since then, since she left me, I kind of came back to that like mentality. Like, if we want to get spiritual, I could say that I kind of like try to be more alert to things and try to like predict things like I used to do like almost 20 years ago. And yeah, she kind of hindered me. Maybe I would be more powerful in my predicting abilities at this point if it wasn't for my wife. Oh my god. What is wrong with me tonight? You guys really push my buttons tonight. Like, conspiracies, religion, spirituality, sci-fi. We started with the what's your best sci-fi movie, and then what would you make of a Pentagon UFO chase? I don't know, show it to me. I used to believe the concept of God was impossible. Now I don't. The next myth, those of the engine that want to predict they already have. To those who believe in them, my personal take is the government sequesters a lot of technology from individual inventors that it uses for its own purpose, not those of the public interest. Yeah, but that's not even a conspiracy. That's a thing. Like, you know, all those secrets project like that F-117, those like aircraft, stuff like that. I'm sure people are like, whoa, those weren't secret. Yeah, they were. They were. So right now, there's secret things that we don't know about. In 20 years, they'll come out and we'll be like, oh, okay. And then they won't be secret, and then we'll immediately, the next day after, we'll just don't give a shit anymore. And we'll think that, oh, there's no more secrets. Of course there are. There's more secrets than there was. Right? In 2020, there's definitely more secrets than in the 50s. In the 50s, there was definitely more secrets than the 1800s. In the 1800s, there was definitely more secrets than in the 14th centuries. In the 14th centuries, there was definitely more secrets than the fucking Stone Age. Like, so the more we go, the more secretive and conspirationist our culture is becoming. We're getting more segregated, is the word you use, right? You did use that word. We're getting separated. We're getting compartmentalized. Whether it's by our countries, it was by our countries a bunch of years ago, but now it was religions, now it's mentality. So we have people in the same city, in the same family, which have completely, almost opposite views on life. And I don't know how we'll handle this. I don't know. Like, I have no problem with that, but it seems that a lot of people, feels, it's all my opinion, that it's the majority of people that cannot handle that. They cannot handle living, personally living. They can live with like, the guy, he's my neighbor and I don't even talk to him, but like living like in a family unit or in a work environment or whatever, like living day to day with somebody, having constant daily interaction with somebody who has not the same views than you, not the same philosophical views than you. It is so, I feel it's dumb, I feel it's very primitive, I feel it's we need to go way beyond that. Way beyond that. That is so, like, we're not 5 years old. I keep saying I'm not an adult, but come on. If you can't stand just because somebody, you're literally saying you cannot stand somebody thinking differently than yourself. So that's again, it goes back to the blob. That person wants to be in the blob, wants to have like one mentality, one way of thinking, and it wouldn't be one way, it would be nothing, it would be way. I don't know. I don't think we can actually, like, I can't conceptualize being like a one thing, like being in the Borgs in the Next Generation. I guess talking about the Borg would be more relatable. I already have to those who believe in them, personal things. It's easy to build a UFO myth. They're probably airborne vehicles that are much more advanced, travel much faster and have capabilities the public aren't aware of. Enjoy the chat stream, ladies and gent. Catch you next episode. So I'll be your genuine level intellect at work, nothing else. See ya, see ya, see ya, see ya, dog. Best sci-fi movie, eh? Oh, we're back at that. Here, cam footage. Oh yeah, that's the classic one. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's actual, like an actual UFO. Yeah. The knowledge is just right there. That's why when I'm playing like Disco Elysium and they launch terms at me and I don't pretend to know every word and what everything means, and it's pretty important if you want to know what somebody's talking about, what the words he's using in his phrase means. You know, if you want to understand the big picture, you might better learn all the words, what they mean exactly. And even learning what they means doesn't actually give you the picture, because they might not be actually the same way that the person who used the word means. So if the guy says communism and you go into communism and you look at the definition of communism and you're like, oh yeah, communism, and he's like, no, communism, and you're like, oh, communism, you know. We're not gonna go into communism. I have no idea what that is. I'm feeling jaded to the point that if it doesn't affect me or my relative and love animals. Jaded to the point that if it doesn't affect me or my relatives and love directly, I don't give a shit. Whoa, me and you are very different. I actually give a shit about everything. I give a shit about every one of you guys, even though I don't really know you. In my reality, you're actually just literally words, literally letters going up a screen. But yeah, Igor, in this, there's also a truth in what you're saying that I can adhere to, because in the event that everything goes to shit, like huge shit, I would be like, fuck everyone and like survival. Of course, you go to your instinct, you go back to survival mode. Right now we're not. At least I'm not. Some people are. Some people are in survival mode right now, and that's the problem. Maybe you are in survival mode, Igor. Are you threatened? I don't think your life is threatened, so maybe you shouldn't be in survival mode. I've been in survival mode a lot. Twitch art, find some guy, acrylic, so I'm gonna paint. This is getting very serene. There's this odd phenomenon of thought concurrence between viewer and speaker. Just happened live. We're all sentient AIs in reality, dude. Sorry to tell you. Shit! Once I spoke a line out loud to myself, then the streamer sang the words I just said. Oh my god, you guys are awesome tonight. Chapeau! You did it. My hats to you guys.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
We actually transcended this stream. This stream is not, this is not Twitch, this is not retro gaming, this is so much more.
Reporting.
I'm running out of spice here. Can we finish this? It's 11:14, holy shit. It's getting way past my bedtime. It's time to end this fucking shit. With the carry-all, we're invincible!
Acknowledge. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Report. Acknowledge. Report.
I want the worm on my side. Like, I actually want, like, to get some Fremen and control the worm. But I feel it's out of the scope of this game. But that's actually what I expected from this game. But now that I see that it's pretty much just a clone of Command and Conquer.
Affirmative.
Well, actually, Command and Conquer is a clone of this.
Reporting.
It can be called a clone since it's all the same company. It's actually just a revision of the game.
Affirmative. Reporting. Report. Report. Affirmative.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative. Report. Affirmative. Reporting. Report. Affirmative.
Warning. Ordos unit approaching.
Well, Dolphin, I don't see you much in chat. I hope you come back. Because this was awesome.
Affirmative.
Ordos unit.
Oh, and the other people were great too. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Report. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting.
Oh, wow, I just crushed that guy.
Reporting.
Atreides harvester deployed.
Acknowledge.
I love you all. Follow me, subscribe, and all that shit, right? Oh, dude, if you come into other chats saying what you said to me, oh man, you're gonna have a hard time on Twitch.
Acknowledge. Report. Affirmative. Reporting.
You're gonna get attacked or maybe feel attacked. I'm sure you were feeling attacked before. It's never my intention, but I know that I attack people. It's just my nature. I'm an attacker, I guess. I don't feel in myself an aggressive person. What you feel you are and what you are, I have learned that it is not the same. And the important thing, fortunately or unfortunately, is not how you see yourself, but how you actually are with the other persons, with the world outside.
Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge.
Atreides harvester deployed.
There's a spice bomb there, a spice blow or something.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Just shit tanks. I don't feel like I like playing my RTS, but I don't feel like I'm playing them correctly or the way that most people are playing them. Like I'm just, I'm not like actively trying to destroy. I'm just busy working, you know, building some things, blah, 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 blah. It's like I'm not like, I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'm not like strategizing how to destroy my enemy. I'm just defending my place and everything's cool. We'll get there eventually, 3 hours later. This is actually the last mission in the game and I don't even know. Well, they gave us so much equipment just for this mission that... Oh, I got some tanks, right? Like the... I'm supposed to have some rocket tanks. Build this. Yeah, I have my carry-all that's bringing stuff. It's just fucking crazy. Build another one. Why not? Look at the cash. And what I feel that I appreciate with this game, I say feel because I've done it once, it's that once you start your attack and you're confident, like finishing the mission isn't like as tedious as other RTSs. It's just wipe out the enemy and that's it. It's not that endless thing that never fucking ends and you're like, I know that I'm better than you, but you just don't want to die. It's not that Monopoly game that doesn't want to end, you know?
Affirmative. Acknowledge. Reporting. Acknowledge.
What?
Reporting.
Ordos unit destroyed.
He's not going. He's just not going. I have to go manually.
Acknowledge.
Atreides unit destroyed.
Reporting.
They don't rebuild the turret though, so there's that.
Reporting. Affirmative. Reporting. Affirmative.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Animals are remembering differently than people. Even though it's a lost tradition, they still remember. I think we still have that. Did you know that there were some people that were able to remember everything they did? There's a name for it. It's like called like book memory or something, but they remember everything. Oh shit! They do repair their fucking turrets. Oh my god. Why are my units not actively attacking them? Like I'm placing my guys there, and they just seem to go there and just stand there.
Reporting.
Enemy structure destroyed. Atreides unit destroyed.
Yeah, enemy structure destroyed, motherfuckers.
Reporting.
Enemy structure destroyed.
Affirmative.
Ordos unit destroyed.
Photo editing memory? But photo would say visual, but these person also remember it's not just photo, it can be taste and stuff like that.
Atreides unit destroyed.
Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
And you have to tell them a date, I think. It's very weird. It's like almost paranormal. I don't think it's paranormal. I just think they're mentats or something. Like
Acknowledge. Reporting.
Our base is under attack.
Like I think that. Oh my god. Oh, they wiped us out.
Acknowledge. Reporting.
They wiped out my whole army. Like I actually think that people that have mental disabilities.
Warning. Ordos unit approaching.
I just think that they think differently than us. It's a different intelligence.
Affirmative. Report. Affirmative.
Like autism?
Reporting.
Like these people are not stupid, clearly. And they can also display emotions and all of that. So, like at first, I'm like years ago, I actually thought that, wow, that guy just died. It felt like what they were showing in the movies and all that was like, oh, these people are not emotional. They don't know how to control their emotion. That may be correct.
Acknowledge.
Atreides harvester deployed.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
Why don't we have like? There must be an autism person somewhere who's studying autism, right? Like, if I had autism, I would want to study it. Maybe they don't give a shit. Maybe they're happy like they are. They don't look happy, but we don't know. We're not there. Well, I don't know. I've never really talked to one. Well, I did talk to. No, I did talk to some. I guess I didn't want to breach that subject. I don't know.
Reporting. Acknowledge.
What? Okay, I need to read chat. Okay. I did have a chance to spirit journey. I had to live with the animals because people rejected me. Oh shit. Animals have a way of remembering things. It would be cool if people still did it. I think that's a great source of knowledge. Sitting there with the natural world, as to say, people in society have, I think, many defense mechanisms to block them out. Ancestral memory. Means everything is captured in photorealistic detail. Oh. I used that word the last time I was taken to court. That's the definition I looked up. Okay. So most of us have some sort of Asperger's to a degree. Maybe not. Maybe that's just me. But hey, absolutely. Connecting with the natural world is one of the best things you can do. Canada is a great place to do it. Yeah, this is a great country, yeah, I guess. It's okay. It's relatively good compared to the rest of the world, I would say.
Reporting. Affirmative.
Having been to Scotland, Scotland looked to have their shit together way more than here. The people looked also happier and more fun.
Order unit destroyed. Our base is
Oh, there's nobody can enter my defenses. It's impossible. Alright, we'll have to call it a day. I'll have to be more focused next time. I'm running out of spice at this point, but I have more money, so I have a lot of money. We can do this. Of course, the computer has infinite monies.
Orders unit destroyed.
This was great, guys. Thank you for the conversation. I hope I didn't bore you with my non-Dune 2 gameplay.
Construction.
This is not necessarily the most interesting game to watch anyways. I'm much more interesting than Dune 2. Can't you finish this tonight? Oh, I'm sure I could. I mean, there's still half an hour left in tonight. It's gonna be tomorrow morning soon. No, I actually don't think I can finish it in half an hour. It's not physically possible. I don't want to. I'm pretty tired and I'm done. I'm done! This was great, but I'm done. I haven't saved in a shit ton of time. But I like going slow like this. I'm not a guy who wants to just finish the game. It's not a race. It's no problem. I'll play Dune 2 till November. I don't think I will. This game looks extremely short, and if I really put my mind to it, especially if I don't do the 3 races. I think I will do the 3 races. I don't know. I don't know. It also depends on when I'll be when October hits, and if I want to play horror games. I'm still not sure on that. I'll be posting polls on, well, no polls, there might be multiple polls on, first of all, should we play horror games during Halloween? Do you want me to play horror games? Or, and if you want me, what games? Or we just continue with what I've been playing. So some Dune, and then it's gonna be Star Trek, and after Star Trek there's Indiana Jones, and a lot of other games I want to play. In terms of RPGs, it's Ultima 4. After it's gonna be Throne of Baal, and after Throne of Baal it's gonna be Might and Magic 7, and after Might and Magic 7 possibly Ultima 5, something like that. Fatal Frame, no. I was thinking Resident Evil. I thought about Resident Evil. Now that you're saying Silent Hill, I've never played the first Silent Hill, so maybe. Resident Evil is not horror. Okay, whatever. Oh my. It's what, adventure? It's a comedy, you're right. It's a comedy. No, it's horror. I'm not saying it's like full horror. But it's horror. It's definite horror. It's not it's like saying Alien is not sci-fi or Alien is not horror. No, it's both. What is Resident Evil if it's not horror? I want an answer on that. It's an action adventure. I guess. So when you watch a movie with people shooting at zombies, it's an action adventure movie? Okay. Like even literal action movies like Dawn of the Dead or almost any zombie movies, people still say horror movie, even though it's not. Like with that last movie, Dead of the Day of the Dead Dead of the Dead Dead or something, Dead Day of the Dead, something like that. Like that movie's not an horror movie. Evil Dead, yeah, it's supposed to be. That's the intention. It was the intention. Sam Raimi said multiple times that he was actually doing a straight up horror, no comedy, straight up horror. But Sam Raimi is Sam Raimi, okay? So I don't think Sam Raimi can do straight up horror. Because if you've seen his horror movies, they're not good, okay? They're really not good. He's good at slapstick humor. He's a pretty simple guy. I don't think he's simple-minded or anything. He might be smarter than me. I don't give a shit. But he does simple movies. He doesn't do, like... To do horror, you have to go deep. You have to go into the psyche. You have to... You can't just throw a bunch of zombie on the screen and be scared. At least for me. I actually don't think... Like, Resident Evil is not horrifying to me, but I would still put it into the horror games. I guess Penumbra would be nice, though. Yeah, I didn't think about that. So, yeah, if you have suggestions, please put them in channel suggestion on Discord. Here's the Discord link. Because I will forget them. But yeah, I'd forgotten about the Penumbra series. Yeah. I'll do a poll. We'll see. It'll be your choice. I'll put a bunch of games. Resident Evil will be there. Maybe something like... what did I think about? Oh wait, as a recent game I wanted to play, the Observer, or The Observer. It's like a cyberpunk. Again, it's more cyberpunk than horror, but there's definitely some horror in there. From the previews and all, it's not like it's horror, but it's like cyberpunk horror, like AI and mind merging and horrifying stuff like that. That game is great. Play that. Observer's first-person discoalism. You'll love it. Yeah, I've played a couple of minutes of it. Dolphin, you were talking about the Observer also? That is not my style of game, but I played 3 or 4 times. Wow, which one? Observer is not your style of game, but you played it 3 or 4 times? Shit, it must be good. You're talking about Observer? For reals? Or Subnautica? Oh, god damn it. I was asking if you were talking about Observer when you said that's a great game and that is not my style of game. I played it 3 or 4 times. Is that Observer? Okay. I don't know why I didn't play it before. Like, I bought it on Steam or GOG, I think, and then there was that other version that came out, and then Twitch gave it to me, and now I think I also have it on... No, I don't have it on Epic, but I know I have it on Twitch and on GOG or something. And then when I got on Twitch, I reinstalled it for the second time, because it was the, like, upgraded version now, right? Anyways, or they gave us the non-upgraded version. But yeah, Observer. Now that you guys are interested in it, I've heard the OG's better. Oh, really? Really? Holy shit. Oh, I'll have to do some research. God damn it. It's always fucking... Ugh! Why can't it be simple? Just read this book one and that's it. No 60 version. Like, I like having different version and all, but it's also extremely annoying because I don't want to have a choice, you know? I don't want choices. Just feed me there, put it there. I feel like all the normal viewers are gone, and we're just left with the degenerate. I'm sorry, guys. I'm part of you guys. We're all one. What the fuck was that? Oh, lots of people online. Is he playing Diablo? Is that Diablo 2? There you go. I'll show you that I don't hate Diablo, actually. And we'll raid somebody who's playing Diablo. BZ Plasma. Things work out. Oh, they're working out, dude. I'm much happier now. You guys all saw me at my worst, by the way. I was the worst Simon. Maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't the best. That's for sure. I'm still not the best. Still working. I can take that. Degenerate! See you guys. Tomorrow we're playing some Ultima 4 at 8 PM Eastern Time. And do not take personally anything that I said. What I said does not reflect does not reflect the vision of the Retro Gaming Junction story. Anyways, thanks for watching. Ciao.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
I'll buy that